Media and Entertainment presents the Two Live Stews Experience. This right here, this ain't your ordinary-ish.
Two Live Stews Experience, Ryan Stewart, Doug Stewart. Woo, yes, we are back. What up to the Qs?
Do not let anyone confuse you. The Two Live Stews started this shit. The Two Live Stews Experience, shouty. If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing?
And we've got to thank God every minute of every day. Good morning, world. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. I'm Ryan Stewart. He's Doug Stewart. And together we are the Two Live Stews Experience.
Yeah.
Good morning to Rail Scott. Good morning to Sigma Dad. Good morning to Raymond A. Sutton IV. And an honorable mention this morning to the great RC. Thank you for joining us, RC. I said good morning to them. Now I said good morning to you, Dougie Stew. What's up?
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Absolutely outstanding. Was that a broom and a piece of paper that she was holding just now?
Yeah, man. That was supposed to be Kamala Harris. Kamala done with it. She ain't worried about
International. That. Stop, Doug. Hold on. Stop the show. Stop the show. Stop the show. Good morning. Looking forward to a great show as always. Good morning, Mr. International. Good morning, sir.
Man, just drop
Thank you very much.
100 spot on us. Thank you, Mr. International.
You ninjas can't hide that money. Thank you, Mr. International. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. That's how you start things off.
That's beautiful, man. Thank you, Mr. International. If you're new to the show if you're watching the show live, okay, 8 a.m. Monday morning. If you're watching the show live at the bottom right of the chat,
it's actually 7:03.
Why did I say 8?
I don't know, but it's okay. Just keep on going.
7 a.m. Monday live. All right, on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. The bottom right of the chat, there's a little $sign. Click on that. You can donate whatever you'd like, 100, 500, 1,000. And if you're watching on replay, same thing. Look at the bottom to the right of the chat, and there's a heart symbol. Click on that, and you can donate as well after the fact. Thank you. Thank you.
I really didn't think it was going to take that long to do all that, man, but I'm glad you got through it. Okay, real quick, man, real quick. I know we usually
we gotta talk about the orange guy, man, and that
I know. And I know we usually shoot the ish, man. But I'm gonna put that on hold for a second, man. I want to give up my first ball award. I want to give my first ball award out to President Zelensky. Because if I was him,
Ukraine's President Zelensky, right?
If I was President Zelensky, the way Trump had his hand in my face, I would never have been able to go back to my country. I would have swung on him. If J.D. Vance would have talked to me, President Trump, I would have swung on him.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you can't do that in the Oval Office, man, but I can't even start to tell you how blown my mind is about what I saw, sir. Please continue.
Yeah, I mean, you're 100% right. I mean, what this thing came down, we're talking about the meeting between Ukraine's President Zelensky and Donald Trump at the White House. They wanted, when I say they, I'm talking about Trump and Vance. They just wanted to see this guy grovel.
You're not going to say thank you? You haven't said thank you one time.
I mean, listen, man, we saw a lot of crazy things the first term, but in a month, we're a month in, and that was the most incredible 10 minutes of TV I've probably ever seen, man.
So
they wanted him to grovel. They literally, if it was behind closed door, they probably would have dropped their pants and told him to get on his knees.
So
I'm serious.
Something you just said made me remember something. And it is your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, Two Live Stews Experience going down. Sir, he went through the first term and was wild in the first term.
Crazy.
But he did not get the magnitude of the power that he had until the end of the first term, which is why he tried to hold on to said power. So to get him out, Biden comes in and he starts thinking, if I ever get back in that bitch, here's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, because he understands how it works better
Right.
now.
He gets it now.
Right. He really was winging it the first term. Now he understands after 8 years
Right.
from when he first went in office. Now he
The president can
understands.
do this. The president can do that. The president can do whatever he wants.
It's unbelievable, man. It's unbelievable.
It is frightening, sir.
The whole thing about the guy who I don't even know who the guy was that made the comment about Zelensky not wearing a suit. This man is at war. I 100% understand. Why would he get in a suit?
Right.
And he's got soldiers fighting every day on the battlefield. That's not a good look for camaraderie. If you're talking about leadership,
it's not a time for you to be pretty and stylish when your country's at war. You got people dying, missiles and bombs being dropped on people, women and children too. I hear a doorbell, Doug. I hear a doorbell. Whoever that is.
Hi, good morning. Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
Just real quick, I read that was actually his military uniform. So that man sounds like a clown.
Yeah, makes sense. They're at war. I
heard a number over. You want him to have a three-piece suit on and hard bottoms?
And then not only that, your boy Elon Musk has been in there 10 times without a suit on.
And a hat. And a hat with T-shirts with words on it. And a son, a little son that's like 5 years old that has the balls, the testicles to say, you know you're not the president, right?
Hey, man.
But y'all want to berate? Come on, man.
I mean, man, that was embarrassing. I mean, I haven't seen something that embarrassing in a long. I mean, I've never seen anything that embarrassing. Never.
It was a dumbass Lindsey Graham that got up there saying he was proud of the president and proud of J.D. Vance.
Hey, man.
Was that Lindsey Graham?
I mean, pretty much that's the talking points for the right.
You were proud of how they acted when they embarrassed the entire country? You were proud, Lindsey.
These guys are supposed to be our allies now. Should we stop sending as much money we send to them? That's another conversation. Or, should we try to get reparations for the money that we've given to them in some other deal? That's one thing. But to get on a public worldwide stage like that, and here's another thing too, man, and you're watching the Two Live Stews. He's doing this whole thing and inviting these cameras into situations that 99% of the time in the past would be behind closed doors. You know why?
He's a TV star.
It's a reality show to him.
He's a TV star, man.
That whole thing looked like a reality show. That's what he's doing. He's literally producing a reality show where that type of meeting would never, in the history of the presidency of the office, would have been shown to the public.
So what other world leaders that we used to be allies with, who's going to come and sit down in front of this fool? Who's going to take time out of their day and leave their country to come over here and sit with this maniac?
He's a maniac. You remember Game of Thrones? You know the whole show starts talking about, and they give the history of the Mad King. That was the blonde-haired chick. Oh, what was her name? I can't remember her name, but it goes back. You didn't watch Game of Thrones?
I'm disappointed I didn't, and I plan on doing it one day, but I have not watched it. Everyone tells me it's one of the biggest mistakes of my life not watching it. Everyone says
you can go back and watch it, but the show really went back. The main family, or one of the main families, went back for hundreds of years, and they talked about the Mad King and all of the lineage that came from him. But long story short, man, is dude was a tyrant, and he ruled with an iron fist, and he chopped heads off left and right. And he, like, his reputation lasted for hundreds and hundreds of years. They're going to be talking about this guy for hundreds and hundreds of years, man. We're a month in. I know we're a little late. I know we're a little late because all this went down. When this happened? Friday. I think it happened Friday.
Yes.
So we're a little late, man. But I mean, I just think it's fitting we give a little bit of commentary. Unbelievable what I saw Friday. Unbelievable. And I'm one of the first ones, Friday in sales, we kind of, we work from home and I got the TV on and I posted about it. I was like, go back and look at my post Friday because nobody really wasn't talking about it yet. Literally 2 minutes after the whole thing went down, when they broke it up, I posted on Facebook. I was like, that was incredible. And then people were like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You'll see. You'll see. Just keep watching. Just keep watching the news.
You will see.
Lord have mercy, man.
It's pretty tough, man. And also, man, before we move on, a lot of good things to talk about today on today's show. A lot of things took place this past weekend. They're going to rewrite the Constitution, man, and we're not going to be able to get his ass out of there.
He's already hinted about that. He's already joked about that.
We're not going to be able to get him out of there.
You think so?
He made comments prior to the election that once we win this one, you guys will never have to vote again. He said that multiple times, man. And we can see how these right-wing fools are following him and supporting him. This is what they want, man.
He's like R. Kelly. He's like the Pied Piper. He's not the Pied Piper of R&B. He's the Pied Piper
of politics.
American politics.
It's bad, man.
People are literally falling behind him like mice.
And I don't know if I've ever seen the vice president in the Oval Office. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody in the Oval Office with the president talking except for the freaking president.
Yeah. Once again.
Why are all these people in there holding court to the American people?
Because it's a TV production, man.
Oh, my God. Man.
It's a TV production. Think about it in those terms. He is handling the government. He's running the government, running the free world like a production, a TV production.
Kamala Harris, I don't remember her holding the microphone in the Oval Office for no more than 15 seconds. Who else? No, man. No, man. No, not sir. That cat sat at the desk and allowed Elon Musk to talk to the country for 15, 20 minutes, man. He just sat at the desk with his head down and listening and being berated by a 5-year-old. He just sat there and played with Elon's kid while he talked to the country.
I'm going to tell you, man, if this continues,
it's not going to stop. What do you mean if it continues? Are you kidding me?
You just joked about them changing the Constitution and he can't be put out of the White House.
If it continues.
I think before that happens, cooler heads will prevail. I can't come up with a better word than a coup. Like cooler heads in the government, cooler heads in the military would come together and they get rid of them before it gets to that depth where he's really making moves to change the Constitution so that he can't be put out of office. I think they'll everybody that's able to do something will come together and get rid of it.
They still have the majority when it comes to the House and the Senate, sir. So he's got the votes and the people to back him up on this BS.
But even
the Republicans the right is showing us that they're not fighting him on anything.
A couple of Republicans have spoken out and not agreed with him.
Okay, man.
I think it'll be more and more of those people as time goes. I'm just trying to look at the positives. I'm trying to look at the bright side.
There's not many things that's right.
This can't continue like this for another 3 years and 11 months.
There's not many things that's bright. I hate to switch the subject and move forward, but I want to do that real quick before we pay some bills.
We need to, man. We need to.
It hurts, man. It really hurts. Okay.
I agree.
It's your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. This is your Two Live Stews experience. I want to give a baller award to Deebo Samuels, man. He will no longer be teased about what he wears in DC. And San Fran and DC are similar.
What do you mean? Why won't he be teased about it in DC?
Oh, they like the clothes that Deebo wear in DC, man.
Are you kidding me? San Francisco is the gay capital of the country.
Well, the district is the gay capital of the East Coast.
I didn't know that. I thought it was Atlanta, allegedly.
What?
I thought it was Atlanta.
What? You've been to DC several times, sir.
Sir, they have gay pride here in Atlanta. What are you talking about?
It's DC's the first place where I saw two guys doing what they do like on the street, sir.
What do you mean do what
And
they do?
this was years ago.
Kissing, not sex.
Yes.
Okay,
Not the in out. But yeah. So congratulations to Deebo, and also ball awarded congratulations to the Washington Redskins. If he's healthy, he gonna help.
That's a big.
He's
move.
gonna help a lot if he's healthy.
That's an orca big move. And hopefully Deebo switches style up for, a new home.
No. I don't think it's just gonna be thicker clothes. It's just gonna be thicker. Yeah. It's gonna be cooler in the district.
So a lot of stuff we got to get to. We got top 5 coming up later. We got a good top 5 in connection with the Oscars last night. Did you watch the Oscars?
I did not.
Okay, I watched the majority of it. So we got top 5 that's concerning the Oscars.
Going on over here this weekend, man.
Huh?
Had a lot of stuff going on over here this weekend.
We got Last 48, the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group over the last 48 hours. We got Arlie World with some entertainment news.
Got a great top 5 too.
Got to talk about the passing of our homegirl, Angie Stone. We'll get into that a little bit. I'm sure Arlie will talk about that.
Y'all better love and live your life. For real. Y'all better stop putting things on hold. Y'all better stop hollering at that coworker you wanted to holler at.
And have you seen the videos? We'll get into it later, but
yeah,
I'll mention it.
It's too much to start now, man. It's too much.
No, but have you seen the video? I'm just going to, this is a tease, I guess, okay? Have you seen the videos of Angie Stone complaining about her record label stealing her royalties?
I have, man, and
let's save it. See? I just
wanted
to mention it.
That's why I asked you not to bring it up, man.
I just wanted to tease it for the people that are watching. We're going to talk about that as well. We got some very strong opinions. Some people around here are conspiracy theorists. Some people are even keeled and not. And some people got a little conspiracy theorist in them, and they're
you're talking about yourself. You're talking about yourself now.
I'm just saying, I'm multi-talented. I'll believe in a goddamn conspiracy theory.
Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart. Did Shedeur Sanders overdo it this past weekend? And what are the 76ers going to do?
So you got to step out. But we're going to get into Shedeur Sanders. You'll be back a little bit later in today's show. We got a lot of stuff for you to jump into and conversate about. Hey, don't forget, today at 12 noon, Lunch and Learn number 4. All right? The Rockefeller Method. Talking about life insurance. In particular, the Rockefeller Method.
Hey, man, can I cut you off real quick?
Yes,
how long can you do these things? How many of these topics can you do? How often? How many? Because you've done, this is like your 3rd or 4th one.
This is the 4th one coming up.
Okay, how long can the series go?
I can probably do about 20 of them.
I really like these a lot because so many people have no freaking idea.
Yeah, I'm dropping jewels.
Yes.
12 p.m. Eastern time today, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. Check me out for Lunch and Learn number 4. And hey, listen, if you want to advertise on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, you can email me, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com, sme.dougstewart@gmail.com. We're looking for title sponsors. We love to promote your brand, and you know your boys can. All right. When we get back from the break, a lot of stuff coming up. A lot of good stuff coming up. We're going to talk about Shedeur.
Imagine feeling invigorated and focused, not by artificial substances, but by natural pre-workout supplements. This isn't just a thought, but a reality many athletes and fitness enthusiasts are embracing. They hold the key to elevated performance without the commonly associated side effects of synthetic products. However, overlooking the potential of these supplements means missing out on that all-natural energy boost and focus. It means accepting unnecessary crashes post-workout. It's a pain point that no fitness enthusiast should grapple with, especially when there's a healthier alternative. At Lion Roar Herbs, we produce a vegan all-natural pre-workout that is proven to increase performance and boost every workout. Visit us at lionroarherbs.com to learn more and look for natural performance energy. That's NPE. We are sure you will feel the difference.
If you ain't trying to change the franchise or the coach, don't give me. So you should know history repeats itself over and over and over, and I've done it over and over and over, so it should be no question why an NFL franchise should pick me. You think I'm worried about what critics say or what people got to say? You know who my dad is? They hated on him too. So it's like it's almost normal. Without people hating, it's not normal for us. So we like the adversity. We like everything that comes with the name. That's why we are who we are.
Wow. Welcome back to the show, Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the two live stews. Ryan had to step away for a second for some daddy duty. He will be back later on in today's show. We got your top 5 coming up. Last 48, Arlie World, entertainment news. So a lot of stuff to get to. That was Shedeur Sanders at the NFL Combine. And talking about what to expect from a Sanders. Talking about what to expect from a Sanders. I want to really focus first before I even get into my commentary on that. Did he have $1 million around his neck? I mean, it looked like $1 million to me. I mean, I'm pretty sure that he ain't wearing fake jewelry. That man was glistening. That man had diamonds for days. Here's the problem with it. And I wouldn't call it a problem, but the problem I think that he's going to have, and we've talked about this to a degree, I think not just management and conservative management teams that are picking, I think conservative management is going to have a problem with dude for obvious reasons. A lot of them don't like his daddy. A lot of them remember when Deion threw a bucket of water on Tim McKyer 25 years ago. A lot of people, that are in management positions in the NFL don't like the fact that Deion used to high step on them from the 20-yard line. A lot of people don't like trash talkers in general. And then your son, who's literally a carbon copy of you as far as the trash talk. He's not as good a player as daddy was. But your son, who's a carbon copy of you talking trash, shows up to the combine, doesn't work, and he's got $1 million of jewelry around his neck. That turns off a lot of conservative right-wing management in the NFL. And another problem I think he's going to have, too, is because he talks so much trash. Ooh, I want to hear Ryan's thought on this when he gets back. He's still got to give his commentary on this when he gets back. Another problem is I think players are going to take shots at him. I think there's a lot of, players in the NFL, conservative players in the NFL, defensive ends, outside linebackers that are going to take their shots on him because of the brashness that this kid exudes. I mean, think about it. Think about it. This guy comes to the press conference at the combine, doesn't want to perform, doesn't want to work out for teams, and has a lot of ice around his neck like that. I think there's going to be some retribution. I think subliminally a lot of guys are going to take shots, whereas they could hold up on a sack, or whether they could step to the side on a sack, whether they could, wrangle him and throw him down. He's going to get a lot of guys landing on him. He's going to get a lot of stomachs or helmets to the body. It's going to be a tough transition to the NFL, I think, for Shedeur Sanders. Now, is what he's saying 100% accurate? As far as if you don't want to change the culture, if you don't want to win, don't draft him. I love it. I love the confidence. A lot of people would say that's arrogant. I call that confidence. And I think the young man is 100% right in believing in himself. And what he's saying isn't too far off. What he's saying isn't too far off. I think that he's been around football, and I think Ryan talked about this one show last week, and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. This guy's been around football his entire life, literally and figuratively. Even when he couldn't play, even when he couldn't hold a football, he probably was at his daddy's games. Okay. And he's been coached by his old man. He's been around Hall of Famers. He's been tutored by Tom Brady. I think that he's going to have something else that a lot of these other guys, even Cam Ward, Ewers from Texas, I think he's got something that the other guys don't have. And what that is the fact that he's been around the game forever. You ever notice how a coach's son seems like they're a step or two ahead of everybody else on the field because it's like osmosis. They've been around this stuff. They've absorbed it literally in their bloodstream. So I think he's going to be a great player. And I don't know. I said I'd take Cam Ward last week, but the more and more I think about it, the more and more I think that Shedeur might be that dude. So we'll get into that when Ryan gets back. I want to get his thoughts on that as well. A couple little mentions, news, and notes in the world of sports from this past weekend. Tank Davis and Lamont Roach fight to a draw. Two judges scored 114 to 114, and one judge scores at 115 to 113 for Davis. And there's a draw. Very controversial, and I did not see this fight, but very controversial. And boxing needs to, I think boxing needs to do a better job of promoting. When I realized the fight was on, it was long story short, too late. I think boxing needs to do a better job promoting. But controversy in the fight, Tank Davis goes down on one knee. He claims it was because he had hair and grease in his eye. I don't get that because I think he's got like braids. But he claimed the referee didn't call a knockdown. But in any other fight in the history of the world, you get down on one knee, that's considered a knockdown. So the ref didn't give him a knockdown, and Tank Davis survives this fight. Lamont Roach looked real game to me from the clips that I saw, and Tank keeps his undefeated record going. Joel Embiid, one last little news and note from the world of sports. Joel Embiid is done for the year. He's done for the year because of this chronic knee issues that he's been having. We just talked about this last week. On how Embiid should be shut down because he's not healthy and all they're doing is ruining this guy for the future probably. And the Philadelphia 76ers must be listening. And we weren't the only ones saying that. Philadelphia 76ers and a lot of people in the press, in the media had been saying that, Joel doesn't look like himself and really is doing a disservice to himself and the team and the organization. And the Philadelphia 76ers do go ahead and shut him down. They do go ahead and shut him down. So a couple little news and notes in the world of sports and entertainment. Tree, jump on for a second. Don't shake your head like that. What?
No, I'm shaking my head because I asked Nadi to do something because y'all have to talk about the wrestling thing, and that's what should probably be coming next.
No, but I wanted to get your opinion on one thing. First
Go
of all,
ahead.
how are you? How was your weekend?
Oh, it was lovely. It was wonderful. I went many places. You know how I do. It was great.
You're a world traveler.
Yeah. I'm going into I'm about to, because they don't teach Black women how to rest, but I am the poster child. So I'm about to be doing 6 weeks on, 1 week off. 6 weeks on, 1 week off. Now I know that means I won't be off from the show, but you know what I'm saying? Fuck this country, because I'm not doing this with y'all.
So that's what I wanted to get your thoughts on. We got a little time here. Ryan's not here. We got Ollie coming up with the Ollie Report in the next segment. We've got the last 48. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. I want to get your commentary. And once again, I know we're late because this happened Friday, but still, it's our show. We talk about what the hell we want to talk about. What are your thoughts about? Let me preface this before you start talking and give your commentary, your thoughts. We grew up, you're a little bit younger than me. We grew up during the Cold War era.
Right.
Basically, a lot of back and forth, politicking, threatening between, when they say Cold War, I believe an accurate description is basically a war without being a war happening.
Right.
And then that came to an end in the early 90s when the Soviet Union broke up. But my point is, before the Soviet Union broke up, the end of the Cold War, quote unquote, end of the Cold War.
The Berlin Wall coming down.
Yeah. Before that, we were raised to believe, and the images we saw on TV was that Russia and the Soviet Union was basically the boogeyman.
Right.
They were the boogeyman.
Chernobyl, and they're killing the people there. And yeah.
So I'm 55 years old. In my 55th year in life, Donald Trump has flipped it from every other administration that's ever held the White House. That's every other president that's ever held that position, that Russia is bad.
Right.
It was a wrestler. I think it was Nikita Koloff. I think it was no. You know who it was? And Nadia will love this. It was the Iron Sheik.
Okay.
Iron Sheik. The Iron Sheik used to say USA. No, he'd say Iran #1, USA. Pooey. And he spit. For my entire life, it's been USA #1 and Russia. Pooey. And then in 1 week, in one press conference, in one White House visit, this administration has thrown that all out of the window. We down with Russia and Putin, and we're not down with our allies. What are your thoughts?
So I'm not saying that we should be down with Russia. I do feel like America has a grandiose ego about who we are. We're the best. I've gone a lot of places, and a lot of the things that they claim are happening, and I've not been to Russia yet, but they're not happening. It's a lot of, we are taught that propaganda comes from other spaces. But when I go to other spaces, I feel safe. When I was in China, there's a big sign on the wall at the airport that says, if you have drugs, you will be killed. You will be killed. You don't hear about women getting raped. I met a guy when I was in Portugal. He's like, you Americans have guns. You can't just buy a gun here. I'm not saying we should be Team Russia. I am saying that there is a level of deceit happening that a lot of people aren't ready for.
Absolutely.
In this country, towards us, to keep us robotic-like.
Well, first of all,
airplanes. What about all these airplanes? Every day they're telling us airplanes are falling, but this happened last year at the same. There's reports that show that more of these incidents happened last year than now, but they're telling us about them now so they can keep people like you here scared. Yeah. Don't go nowhere. Yeah, so it was very disrespectful. I wish he would have bitch slapped him. I don't.
And listen, the Republican side, they come out and they say, well, they're trying to get money and resources from us. They're trying to survive. The guy should have just shut up and let Trump talk and just agree with everything.
No.
I understand in theory. This was a political thing. This was a mission for the president of Ukraine to try to gain resources and backing to help his country and the citizens not die. I get that. But the whole intent looked like to me, by him and Vance, Trump and Vance, they wanted him to grovel. They wanted him to get on his knees and kiss the ring.
Very TV show like.
And
very
for a man, and I also think Trump is a bully too, because the guy
in a diaper.
Zelensky is
Zelensky.
He's
little.
He's a small guy. He's a small guy. He's a small guy. Trump think he could punk him, talk shit to him, and the guy's ego probably got in the way. But I get it.
He made him famous.
You're not just going to talk to me in the old kind of way. We've been fighting, dodging bullets for 3 years. You lied and talked about your feet was hurting. You avoided a war, and you're going to talk to me like some kind of little child. And he's out on the front lines.
He made Zelensky famous. This is my observation. After that incident, people are rallying around from other countries. That is dangerous. There is a shipping company in Norway, I believe, I'll get that straight, that said we cannot refuel. The military cannot refuel in their country anymore. This is dangerous.
Yeah, all of the European companies welcomed him with open arms. They took a big group picture. I think it was sometimes this weekend. I don't know if it was yesterday or Saturday. They took a big group picture. In effect, it basically said, "We got your back."
Yeah, that's
we know that old boy over there is wilding. We got your back. It was a token of unity in that photo that they took, all the presidents of all the different European countries with Zelensky, because they're like, damn, dude, I mean, we got you. Don't worry about it. We got you.
I'm gonna go away because we got 2 minutes.
Okay. And I can talk about this. You know what? I've been contemplating doing like something in the political arena, but I don't want to do it. And you know what? Me and my mother had a conversation about this when I went to the crib last weekend. The first term, about halfway through, I had to stop watching Old Boy. I had to stop watching the news because my pressure was going up. And it's been a month in, and I think I've been more mad in this first month than the entire – this is crazy – than the entire 4 years before, the first 4 years of Trump. I think I might have to back away from the news, from CNN. I think I might have to back away. What do y'all think about that? Y'all think we're going to have to back away real early this time? What are your thoughts in the chat? We're going to read a ton of chat at the end of the show today. So stay tuned for that. Ryan is coming back. We got top 5. We got a great top 5. Did you see the Oscars last night? I wrote down a couple of observations about the Oscars. I'm gonna talk about that later if you watched it. But Arlie coming up next. More fun, more action. Don't go away. 2 Live Stews.
You're in the dark. Pow! Dogs and poodles. It's the 2 Live Stews, and we're back. Our debate that started us on radio was the effectiveness of the option, idiot.
You call your brother idiot? I never call you an
A
idiot.
dummy. What you did is called hijack the show. I'm done. Doug Stewart and Ryan Stewart streaming live Monday and Thursday at 7 a.m.
That's the number 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com. 2 Live Stews, YouTube.com.
When you know what to do with what you got, you can do more with it. All right. So shouts out to my man Lavrell, as well as the World Changers, making this thing happen and getting it done with your financial needs. All right. The World Changers help empower individuals and communities throughout financial education and implementation. Your agent Lavrell Hawkins has made significant strides in the financial services industry, using his expertise to guide and support others in achieving financial stability as well as success. Lavrell uses an holistic approach that addresses the mental, physical, financial, and spiritual aspects of being in a well space and place when it comes to your finances, all right? Y'all give them a call, 919-764-4626. That's 919-764-4626. The World Changes Financials and Lavrell are dedicated to empowering you and your communities through financial education and implementation. 919-764-4626.
My
Welcome back to the show. Doug Stewart, Ron Stewart, 2 Live Stews. Arlie Michelle joins us. What up, Arlie?
Arlie of Arleywood here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. We just came back from the break, and that was the theme from the TV show Girlfriends, which was a great show.
It was. I actually sat and watched. I think it was on Hulu had it. Hulu or Netflix, one of them. I was able to go in and watch the entire series because I realized I missed like 2 seasons. So I went back and watched, and I was like, And I want to know, they did what they've done to most great Black sitcoms. They just stopped them. They didn't give us any warning. They didn't come back. They just ended it, and we're all still leaning.
Also, and let me tell you the reason we played that coming back from the break, because the great Angie Stone wrote, produced, and sung that song. I didn't know that.
I did not know that was gonna be my. I bet you didn't know that, Ryan and Doug. So surprised. I had no idea. When you listen to it, it still doesn't sound like she has a very rich.
Yeah.
So she, she
got an old school,
she has
Patti LaBelle, Anita Baker type soul. I'm not saying she sounds like them. I'm saying, you don't hear a lot of old school, rich,
rich sounding songs.
Yeah. So,
she had a very heavy voice. She was an alto. Shout out to the alto.
So what I was going to tell you about Girlfriends, that whole formula or was that Living Single?
It was Living Single.
That was
It's
stolen.
what I think you're gonna say.
It was stolen by another white show. The entire format, the entire storyline, basically, where friends just were bouncing things off each other and in a space
Hanging
together.
out.
Yeah, hanging out. Yeah.
4 girls. 2
Girlfriends
guys.
was good. Girlfriends was good.
Yeah. It was a great show. It was and then it had I don't want to say, I feel like there was a spinoff. I'm trying to think but I can't think of what it was right now because it wasn't like we had a whole bunch of shows.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember them being, Joan got on everybody's nerves. So it was funny to see her playing Rainbow. That's kind of her character. Like she gets on people's nerves. Lord Diana Ross's daughter.
Right.
And she's staying in the game. And my
Tracy
favorite
Ellis Ross.
Tracy Ellis Ross. My favorite character still was her best friend, the one that was the real estate broker. God, somebody throw her name out there.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
Uh-huh.
But I hated the way she was removed. Like they kind of just moved her on somewhere. I think they were demanding more money because they were making the show was good. They did like 7 seasons.
Right.
And that's a
Wow.
really great show. They're like,
Yeah.
7.
So
And Joan finally got a man.
say it again.
I said, and Joan finally got a man, and then
Joan finally got a
off
man,
the
yeah.
war.
Yeah.
And then we didn't come back. They just kind of ended. They did that to the Jeffersons. They did it to a lot of shows like MASH and
The most famous one is James Evans went to work on the pipeline,
and then they killed him in Mississippi.
and they killed him off.
And why they picked Mississippi? I feel somebody. I feel somebody.
No, it wasn't Mississippi. It was in Alaska. It was the Alaska pipeline.
I thought he was somewhere down. Okay, maybe his family. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that. But you
No.
probably know better than me because I didn't watch it live. I watched it in syndication. I wouldn't.
Yeah. Oh, of course. You're a youngin. I think Florida was from Mississippi.
Maybe.
Florida or James were from Mississippi. I saw you in church yesterday.
You did.
Giving it up for the Lord.
Mhm.
Great job. Great job. Impact. Shout
The
out
week
to
before, I had a good little solo. I sang a good song. I was so proud of
What?
Yes, you missed the week before. The people were coming up to me telling me what I was telling my testimony when I sang. So that was probably what touched people.
Oh, Lord have mercy. And you were sitting by the young lady that if I were 25 years younger, I would be smitten about.
Oh, y'all.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm smitten about it. I'm saying if I was 25 years younger,
Let me tell y'all.
I would be smitten.
Right. Doug was smitten by it, and he realized she's younger than one of his children. He was like, "Oh, never mind, never mind." But it was cute. He was like, "What's the girl's name that was standing next to you?"
All right, so let's get into some entertainment. What you got for us?
First off, shout out to everybody out there. All the women. It is Women's History Month. Say some congrats or something to your mama, your grandmama, your auntie, because they are history. Her story. It is Her Story Month. So we'll be coming to you with a few her stories as the month progresses. But just know, women make I don't care. It ain't nothing without a woman or a girl. Y'all heard James Brown. Can't nobody be in a man's world. It's Pisces season. It is Pisces season. Tree knows about it. That's right in the background. Woo, woo, woo. And there are 12 days left until Arlie's birthday, March 15th. You have 12 days to get your sonnets, poets, songs, whatever it is your tribute gonna be. Get it together. I need everybody out there.
What you gonna do for it?
Oh, I'm talking about what y'all gonna do for my birthday.
That's a country term right there. What you gonna do for it?
Yeah. That's what everybody keeps asking me. I don't have birthday plans as of yet because my life still has a little edge of topsy-turvy to it.
Right.
I will turn the age whether I celebrate it or not. It's coming. So I just got to be ready for it. And I'm excited. I just like when people call and sing songs to me or make up fake, somebody called and did a fake trumpet on my, I love it. I just love music.
Well, even though I won't be joking around, I'll sing you something.
Yes. I want it.
I got you covered. I got you covered.
Yeah.
Because I'm a trained
tenor. You're a tenor. You could have sang with Fred Hammond, the tenors.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, there we go.
Whoever Fred Hammond is.
You know who Fred Hammond is? The singer. I'm the singer. The singer.
Yeah. I know who Fred Hammond is.
What we sang yesterday. You are. Lord of the Harvest. Fred Hammond has so many popular songs. Just look up his name. You're gonna be like, oh, that brother. Right. Light skin. He did a verses against he and Kirk Franklin. during the pandemic, they had a versus. It was
Okay.
really good. So
All right.
anyway, it's birthday, so it's time for you to sing now and give everybody your good tenor.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you. It is birthdays, y'all.
Hey, Tree, I don't see you applaud, Tree. Okay, go ahead, Ollie. Never mind.
You to love.
She's not paying attention. She's not paying attention.
Tree, you got to ask her, where's the love, Doug? Every time I go, where is the love? You and Donnie Hathaway. Anyway, actress Alexis Fields turns 48 today. You'll know her as little Kim Fields' little sister, but she is, if you go look up on Instagram, I think you'd like her, Doug. She's a little fine baddie.
Oh, yeah?
She's an All-American now. She's really has a funny role on All-American.
Man, that's a talented family. You know, her mama was an actress.
Yeah, her mama.
Her mama was the one that beat Penny on Good
I was
Times.
about to say she put that iron mark on Penny Bad.
Oh man, that was hurtful.
Terrible.
That was hurtful.
Polar Penny. Rapper Tone Loc, 59. Actor Robert Gossett, 71. And NBA power and small forward Jason Tatum, your baby just 27 years old.
Wow, got a ring, got a kid, you know, on the way to being one of the greatest Boston Celtics ever.
Yep.
Good
and
stuff.
Then tomorrow, basketball star Draymond Green, 34. R&B singer K. Michelle, 42. And Bobby Christina would have been 32 tomorrow.
Wow. I'm gonna get your thoughts on some conspiracy theories about what's in the news a little bit later.
Absolutely. I love to share it.
Bookmark Bobby Christina.
Yes.
Okay.
Bookmark Bobby Christina.
Okay.
First up, and it's a very sad story. Tree was the first person who sent me a text, but I happened to be with musicians who all were getting the same text messages. I had a gig this weekend as well that were talking about the great Angie Stone, who we just heard her doing the Girlfriend's theme song. And every Father's Day, without fail, we're gonna hear the song she wrote, Black Brother, Strong Brother. There's no one.
Oh, Ollie, you sound good.
Yeah, well, not as good as Angie, though. Not as good as Angie. She had that good soulful voice. And the other song I love, I wish I didn't miss you anymore. Sing it, Angie. Right. So Angie, on her way back from it's Mardi Gras season also, you guys. There's a lot of celebratory things happening. It's Mardi Gras season. She was in Mobile, who say they started Mardi Gras.
Right.
And which it was really started over in the Caribbean islands. But anyway, Mardi Gras here started in Mobile, and she was leaving, headed to CIAA tournament performance. Which is it in Charlotte this year?
It's in Baltimore. They moved it from Charlotte years ago. Yeah.
Right.
When it was in Charlotte, though.
That was
the real CIAA.
It was on and popping. I've never been, but
what? Oh, that was one of the greatest black events in black event history.
I just never got a chance to go. It was
Me and Ryan actually did a show from I think it was the Host Hotel by some sponsor, set us up with a table in the lobby of whatever hotel at the time, and it was CIAA was crazy. I hate that they moved it to DMV.
Well, they say we're all going to be able to bid on it now, so hopefully Atlanta or one of these southern areas will bid for it. Because
I don't think it'll come to Atlanta because there's no CIAA schools in Atlanta.
True.
CIAA are North Carolina, Virginia schools, DC, Maryland schools. SIAC are Georgia schools, Kentucky. Really, that's it.
Tennessee? No Tennessee. Where's Tennessee fit in all this?
I don't think there's no Tennessee SIAC schools. I'm sorry to get sidetracked, but go ahead.
It's okay. So she was headed there, and her Sprinter van was. We're not sure if the driver fell asleep, if something happened. It flips over several times, and then on top of that, it gets hit by a semi trucks or 18-wheeler, and she was the only person to pass. Two of the young ladies in there from the group called the Black Betties, they were injured. I'm still trying to find out which, because several of the musicians that we were with had friends that were in there. Our sound technician was like, listen, this is how we travel literally every week. So it really hits home for those of us who travel. A lot of us are back on the road right after the gig because we're church musicians. Our gig ends at midnight. We're in Charleston. That's a 5-hour drive. We getting back home at 5:30 a.m., making it to church by 6:30, praising the Lord. So it weighs on your mind. You don't know what's out there. The roads are a very scary place. And to your point, there's a lot of conspiracy, like she had just mentioned, and some people are very upset. Like her people that know her, people who've done backgrounds for her, people that played with her before, were very upset about the conspiracy coming out because she has 2 children, Diamond and her son. I can't think of his rap name right now, but he is the son she had with D'Angelo.
Mhm.
And they're upset that like she has family and friends, and the conspiracy is the last thing they want to hear right now. They want to just mourn. It's a very, very sad situation, but you know, she's out here trying to make her money, and
It's very sad. Have you seen the videos where
I've seen what the Sprinter van looks like.
No. What I was gonna say is, have you seen the videos? I guess they're resurfacing now. She did them a while back, and talking about all of this royalty money that her record label,
Her publishing,
has stolen from her over the years. And she was adamant about it. I'm gonna get that money. Y'all gonna pay me my money. Da, 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 da. And then now, and I know Ryan's gonna talk about this when he comes back. The van was filled with 9 people. She's the only one that died. There's no conspiracy. Why didn't everybody die? I get that.
oh
But
God, but I would hate that. I would just, that's terrible.
Yeah. But it's very, I mean, Prince always railed. The man changed his name to a symbol. Railing against the industry. He died with no life insurance.
Yeah, or no
And
will,
Prince,
which is
or no will, no
which
life
is-
insurance. It's very odd.
very
Prince,
odd.
Prince is that type of dude. He was that type of dude that was very meticulous about his business. Do you agree with that?
I'm the one who believes they killed him. I don't care what nobody says. They can't, but they wouldn't have. He was taking drugs. I was like, nope, don't believe it. So yeah, we'll get into that conspiracy theory. I can go.
There's a couple more we're gonna discuss too a little bit later.
Yep, it's a lot of them. Second up, just want to make a mention that Drake was suing everybody about his this. They're not like us, and they not like us. Well, not like us. And he reached a settlement with iHeartMedia in the dispute. They're not talking about it, but everybody says they've walked away happy. If so,
What?
They're not saying what it was. But they reached the radio stations. I mean, iHeartRadio said they reached an amicable resolution of the dispute. Translation: they squashed the beef, at least on the legal front. While they didn't spill any more details on the settlement, they made it clear that the outcome left both parties more than satisfied. However, his legal drama with UMG is still very alive. He is still saying, and that they have done a lot illegally to permit this song, and furthermore that they knew that the song would be damaging to his reputation, and they let the song go out anyway. So there we go. But to his support too, the FCC Monday sent a letter to iHeartMedia CEO Robert Pittman stating they're looking into whether the media giant, that's iHeartRadio, is pressuring artists to perform at its upcoming iHeart Country Festival in exchange for radio play. iHeartMedia quickly denied that, saying we do not make any overt or covert agreements about airplay with artists performing at our events. So the FCC is on them now, all because Drake, went against them.
I don't know if somebody needs to tell Drake this, but that's what battling is supposed to do, is damage your reputation.
That's right.
That's what it's supposed to do, is damage your reputation.
You weak, you can't rap, you don't need to be here. Like, they come in with you and you got some fear. I mean, there you go. You got to be scared.
See, that's the disconnect between a Canadian former child star and the culture here.
The rap battle it was called a battle.
He missed that part of it. Yes.
When we're
battling, we're trying to damage your reputation.
We're trying to show you cannot rap. We're trying to say, now they might go, I don't know how far they go, because you play the dozens, and maybe he didn't play the dozens, but the dozens go far. Your mama so big.
Right. That's
you
what
so
we do.
fat. You so fat. You insert.
That's what we do.
If we want to say you so fat, you glow, and the world loves you. Like, that's not how that works. So yeah, he
That is
is
hilarious.
He's off. I also want to make a second note, and we're probably not gonna be able to get too deep into it. I didn't know Lil Baby was going through all of this. I have actually worked on a Lil Baby video in the hood before, and Lil Baby is sadly, I guess, about to be like Young Thug, because the police are investigating him for a murder, and it's so sad.
What?
They're investigating him for inciting. They're not saying anywhere in the legal documents that he was the cause of it, but because he made his video, so he's a part of 4PF, which is 4 Pockets Full. That's the name of that gang. And then there's the other gang, OMF, Only My Family, and they beefing so bad that 2 13-year-olds were murdered and a little 11-year-old was injured. And 2 of them were brothers. So the mama lost a child and had another one shot. It was crazy. But he went to another set and did his whole rap video in a place he probably knew he shouldn't have been, and people are trying to come after him, and then they opened fire. Why these 13 and 11-year-olds were out out after midnight, I do not understand. But now, this was like in 2024, but now they're coming, and it's, arrest warrants for the people who actually did it. But Lil Baby's name is being mentioned multiple times. So stay tuned for what happens with that.
Wow, that's terrible.
Terrible.
Arlie, thank you. Did you see the Oscars last night? Did you watch any of it?
I did not watch the Oscars. I do another show on Sunday nights. And so I was getting ready for the show and was like, the Oscars, oh Jesus, I can't watch.
Yeah, we got a good top 5. We got a good top 5 coming up. I think Ryan might be back for that. So stay tuned. Thank you, Arlie.
I can do it. Tell me what it is. I'll do it off the cuff because that's how I do it.
Okay. This thumbs up, I can announce what the category is?
No, she said no. She gave you a note. Look at something. She's screaming at you back there, so you better stop before you get a whipping.
Oh. Let's see.
Hey.
I don't know what he doing. He sound like Ron, not Ron.
Outstanding job, Arlie. You did an outstanding job.
What character? That was Dwayne.
Dwayne. Hey. You doing?
Hey.
I'll be Ron.
What's happening? All right, when we get back, top 5. Go ahead, sir.
I was going to say something to Arlie, but yeah, it's hard to set up. Well, never mind. Let's move on. I can't wait to get back. I got a lot of stuff to talk about that I missed in my absence.
I need to revisit a subject we talked about last week too, and how you ran a 4.7 at the combine. Dudes was breaking 4.3 this weekend.
Big line member running 4.8s. Guys, 300 pounds running 4.8s.
We gotta broach that subject again, man.
Whatever, man.
You went in front of people that ran a 4.7.
I heard Tree talking about being 6 on and 1 off. That's a great idea. When she takes that 1 off, she's got to be gone from the show too. She should get a full week off.
I will. I don't have no problem with that.
She's right there.
I love that idea. I love it. Anyway, up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews, man. We're going to recap some things I missed while I was gone, and then we'll continue. We'll eventually get to your chat. But y'all keep it locked, man. Two Live Stews and the Two Live Stews experience, man. I missed y'all while I was gone. Did y'all miss me? Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Arlie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6949.
Right on up.
Good morning, world. This is your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those Two Live Stews, and this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning, world.
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
That was the great Angie Stone, man, with the group Sequence.
Rest in peace, Angie.
I believe they hold the distinction of being the first female rap group to sign to a major label. Sugar Hill Records at that time was considered, it wasn't a major record label.
How old was that picture, sir? How old was that graphic?
Well, I looked it up. That was 1979 when that song dropped.
Damn.
Hip hop, most people, when they start thinking about hip hop, they're thinking 82, 83 at the earliest. That was 1979, and Angie Stone was one of the original members of Sequence.
The first hip hop song was in 77, right? Sugar Hill Gang?
I don't know what year Sugar Hill Gang was. I'm going to say Sugar Hill Gang was probably slightly before that because they were on the same label.
Okay.
We can look that up real quick. When did Rapper's Delight drop?
Yeah.
But that album came out in 79. It might have been early 79 or late 79 with Rapper's Delight and that song you just heard just now.
So where do I start? You want me to start with the Shedeur thing, or you want to get into what we got for this segment first? What's the order here?
We got top 5. We got a lot of stuff we got to catch up with because you weren't here, but we got to do top 5. You want to give your thoughts on Shedeur, and also we got to talk about, Angie Stone and your thoughts about her tragically dying.
Last 48 as well. On Shedeur, what's one thing the Sanders family don't need? Now, the more you can get is cool, but what's one thing the Sanders family don't need?
I know you're going to say money, but I wouldn't agree with that.
They don't want that boy going in the first 5 picks to them terrible ass teams. If he can fall, if he can keep falling, then it will be good.
So you're saying that they're sabotaging? They're sabotaging himself?
That's not what I said.
Okay.
What I said was they don't want him going to these terrible teams early. And you want to be drafted first, and you want to be drafted number 1 overall. However, if you're Deion's son, you want to go to a good team where you can have an impact early with better players around you.
Right.
So in my eyes, not working out, in my eyes, $1 million worth of jewelry, that's going to push some teams away. But eventually, somebody's going to say, wait a minute, Shedeur is still on the board? We need him.
So you do think that the jewelry is not setting himself up for success in the league? You don't think that defense? Go ahead.
There's a lot of them next that's not gonna like the jewelry. There's a lot of them that's not gonna like it.
Yeah, talking trash like that.
Talking trash. Dude said, if you don't want somebody that's gonna change your culture, don't draft me. I can see a few people saying, "Oh, okay, he's off my board."
Right, and I can see some outside linebackers and defensive ends taking shots at him. Unnecessary shots at him.
Y'all got to think deeper sometimes at the obvious. The more he falls, the better team that gets him. The better team that gets him, the earlier he will have success.
So you think they
playing about a signing bonus? The kid already drives a freaking Maybach.
So you think they're playing chess, not checkers?
Deion Sanders family and his kid, man. They're way ahead of everything. They know what they're doing. Hey, man.
So you're saying you're in their mind they're willing to sacrifice some signing bonus and being drafted higher and get the money on the back end from having good campaigns, playing good, winning games.
Man, New York is sexy, but you don't want your kid in the Giants or the Jets right now. They're 2 bad franchises. The Browns, oh yeah, they need a quarterback. And Stefanski's a good quarterback coach, but you don't want your kid in Cleveland with a team that's notoriously terrible? Oh, San Francisco would probably be a good place to go. Dallas would be a good place to go. New Orleans would be a good place. I mean, the further he drops, the better his situation will be as a player, man.
Okay, all right. Good take. What you got next?
Angie Stone. I met her one time, amazing lady. But for the people that are saying that this thing was set up by the man, come on.
Mm-hmm.
I think y'all got to dig a little bit deeper than that also.
Mm-hmm.
Did the driver of the van put the van on purpose? I know we don't know exactly what happened, but there's too many things that have to happen for this to be a true setup by the man.
Yeah, I don't think most people think that this accident with 9 people in the van is some type of conspiracy. I don't think that.
But no, we talked about it in the pre-show meeting, and certain people were insinuating that. The situation with her, the situation with Prince, the situation with Michael Jackson, the situation with, I mean, people were insinuating Whitney Houston and drowning in the tub. People were insinuating that these things were set up because some people had disputes about their money.
Well, you look at Michael Jackson.
We know Whitney was on that sauce, man. We know she was on that sauce.
You look at Prince, Michael Jackson, Left
Angie
Eye.
was the only one to pass in the van. 9 people in the van. Angie was the only one to pass.
Well, once again, I tend to agree with you.
So the van got flipped over intentionally, and then a truck comes and hits it intentionally. So that many people are in on the Angie Stone. Come on, man. Stop it.
I think conspiracy theorists would say that the other 9 people or other 8 people, they were supposed to die too. It didn't work out the way they wanted it to. That's what conspiracy theorists would say.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Ninjas be digging too deep in this stuff, man.
We got to get to the top 5. We got to get to the top 5, and
Well,
we're also going to.
That's the 2 things I really wanted to hit on: Shedeur and Angie. Rest in
Okay.
peace, Angie Stone.
And we're going to talk about it with the
Shut
crew
up!
a little bit later.
Shut
as well.
up! Shut up. We're doing top 5 now, right?
Calm down. This isn't the winner. We didn't get a winner yet. This is just a
Well, no,
set.
right.
But,
But who? Don't tell me calm down. I'm supposed to be doing this. This is me. Don't tell me calm down. It's my turn. I want everybody to be quiet for a second. How you feeling, Doug? Huh?
I'm feeling fantastic, sir.
Well, I'll tell you one more time to be quiet. Just one more time.
You just asked me a question.
No, I'm gonna tell you one more time to be quiet. We have a very, very huge top 5 for y'all today. And I am the top 5 champion right now, only down by a mere 5 contests. So within the next 3 or 4 weeks, I will
down.
be tied and ready to rock and roll.
5 down is a lifetime, sir. You're never going to catch me.
Today, in honor of, what is it, Women's History Month? Black Women History Month?
And you know, the Oscars last night. Both.
Okay. All right. Today's top 5 list will be top 5 beautifulest black women in Hollywood of all times.
I think it's most beautiful, not beautifulest.
You got one more time to cut me off without me speaking to you, and we're gonna have a real problem.
I just don't want
Because
you
I
out
know
here
what you're
looking.
trying to do.
You
I know
my
what you're
bubba. I
trying to
don't
do.
want you out here looking crazy, man. That's all.
I know what you're trying to do. Okay? And because I am winner and you are loser, you do your list first.
Okay, there it is. Top 5 most beautiful black women in Hollywood history. Coming in at number 5, Vivica A. Fox. Now, she's lost a couple of steps if you've seen her in them commercials, but Vivica Fox 25 years ago was super duper fine. Coming in at number...
Well, real quick, she's still fine. She can still get that business.
She lost a step or 2. You must not seen the commercials I'm talking about.
I've seen the commercial, man, but she's got to be 60-something, man.
The car warranty?
She's got to be 60-something.
Her and Ice Cube?
She got to be 60-something.
That's true. Coming in at number 5, Vivica A. Fox. I'm just making reference to 25-year-old ago Vivica Fox. Coming in at number 4, some of you young guys won't get this, but look up Lola Falana.
That's a problem. That's the problem. They have to look up. They have to look up the beautiful. You should know who the most beautiful.
Sir,
I got you.
The age demo of the guys watching this show will get Lola Falana. She was the standard of black beauty in Hollywood. Just trust me on that. I thought about putting her higher. Coming in at number 3 of my top 5 most beautiful black women in Hollywood, Bernadette Stanzas, a.k.a. Thelma. If I was a rock and you was a tree, could we get down in PDDDD?
Absolutely. A rock and a tree go hand in hand.
Number 2.
He's sinking his own ship. Number
2, the great Angela Bassett. I don't think that's how you spell her name. It might be. I don't know. But you talk about fine and fine for a long, long, long time. Ever since Tina Turner fine. Angela Bassett comes in at number 2. And once again, I mean, I don't even need to say it. I shouldn't even have to say it. You youngins won't understand this. But this is the first black woman I ever saw naked in my life. Pam Grier, Foxy Brown.
And
so
she
many
was fine. She was fine.
Big old breastises exposed to the world.
Yeah.
Blaxploitation film star in the early 70s, late 60s.
Not a dimple on the booty either.
Foxy Brown, Pam Grier.
Right.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah. Bernadette Stanzas is 71 years old, sir. I just think that, you know, I love her to death, but I don't know who's going to remember
You're not
Thelma.
talking now. Bernadette Stanzas, Thelma from Good Times.
You're right. I know.
What do you mean? Okay, go ahead.
You done, man? You done? That's a good list, man. I'm proud of you, man. I think I'm going to have more recognizable names. I think I'm going to have an honorable mention that's going to take them over the top. Tree, please post my list. At number 5 on my top 5 list, the beautiful Nia Long. Something else with all these ladies that I've got, I've met all of them. And that's another reason why they're on my list.
I remember Nia Long at Dorsey's house. I remember, yeah.
Dorsey called me and was like, hey, man, what you doing? I said, I'm just chilling, man. What's up? He said, come by the house real quick, man. I said, man, I'll bring some beer. I pull up and ring the doorbell.
And you called me too. Thanks for letting me tag along. I feel like I'm an honorary member of Georgia Tech football team sometimes.
I ring the doorbell, and I figured he was out back and it would take him a minute to get to the front door. So I'm on the phone doing something blase, and the door opens up. I'm like, man, it took you long enough. And I look up, and it's Nia freaking Long.
You don't look
I
up.
said,
you look down. She's
holy
short.
smokes.
Yeah. We must not have came the same time, but yeah.
Well, I called
that
you
was
afterwards.
That was great.
You came afterwards, but she was mad cool. It was great to be welcomed at the door by Nia Long. So that's number 5 on my list. Okay, Tree, let's go. Number 4 on my top 5 most beautiful black women in Hollywood of all time. The great Halle Berry. You can say overrated all you want, man, but whenever we're talking about the most beautiful list of beautiful women, everybody says Halle. And you know it. Last week they talked about her having some type of dry coochie condition, but I have nothing to do with her making my list. Has nothing to do with it. And that might explain why she's been married 5 or 6 times. Huh?
What do you mean last week they were talking about her having a dry?
I don't want to get into that. I don't want to talk about that. We're not talking about who's got the best coochie in Hollywood. We're talking about beautiful. It's looks. All right, Tree, let's go to number 3. Felicia Rashad. I had a hard time choosing between Felicia and Debbie.
Dry coochie.
And the only reason why I went with Felicia is because today she's still as fine as white wine, and Debbie looks a tad older these days. But oh my gosh, the elegance.
We talked about her a couple weeks ago. We did.
The elegance of just straight, pure black woman when it comes to Felicia Rashad and what she did for our people during her role in the Cosby Show is something that would not get the number 2, Tree. Pull my list back up. Number 2, I'm crushing you, Doug. Kerry Washington.
You lost with this one.
Scandal by itself, hands down, will win this freaking list. And she is as beautiful as they come. And I thought you did Angela Bassett wrong by not having her at the top of your list. There is no better beauty than Angela Bassett for number 1 on our list. She does the culture so good.
So this comes down to Angela Bassett.
No.
He's not done yet. He's not done.
I'm not done.
Oh,
and my honorable mention.
You suck up.
And my honorable mention.
You stuck up.
This was the move right here.
Doug, be quiet.
This kills
we not posting Arlie when we posted in the chat group.
Doug, stay out of this. Stay out of this. I'm doing my list. I'm doing my list. An honorable mention. And I wanted to put her at number 1. But I figured that it would be too much. And then I didn't want to bring too much attention to her doorstep.
That's some bullshit.
Doug, I'm going to ask you one more time. But when it comes to us supporting our own, and when it comes to us doing,
now you grandstanding too.
I need you to shut up.
You grandstanding too.
I need you to shut up. If we're not gonna vote for one of our own, who the hell we gonna vote for? Honorable mention on my list, our very own entertainment reporter, Arlie Michelle.
Don't fall for this. Don't fall for the pulling on your heartstrings. Don't pull.
Oh God.
God damn it.
If y'all don't vote for Arlie, who the hell y'all gonna vote for?
When honorable mention
comes, she's here twice a week.
Tree, pop on for a second.
Every morning, traveling and working, hustling, but she's here. On time with news, singing happy birthday.
God, you really running out. You really running out now.
Quiet. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth.
No, this ain't fair. This is not how we play this game.
Guys.
Just today alone.
Oh my God.
She's saying about 3 or 4 times during this segment. And everyone mentioned how beautiful it was. Everyone mentioned how soulful it is. Y'all been watching her movies. We talk about her movies on this show.
Oh, Lord.
If we can't support Arlie Michelle, who the hell we gonna support?
This is treason. It's giving Zelensky and Trump right now.
Y'all go to the poll and vote not for my list. Vote for Arlie Michelle.
You ain't right. Wait.
Vote for Arlie Michelle.
Hold on.
Tree.
What do
I
you,
don't
what do
care
you
about my
need?
list.
Tree,
My,
why?
my list is better. My list is more relevant. My list is better. But just vote for Arlie Michelle.
Known to the public.
Just vote for Arlie.
It's a
Tree,
game,
thank you.
Douglas.
Tree, thank you. Tree, thank you.
He
I
asked
gotta
me
work.
to come on. What do you need?
I gotta work smarter, not harder.
You
Tree.
do. You do.
I gotta work smarter, not harder. Tree.
When
Look at
I
this.
saw that,
I'm voting
I
for
was
Ryan
like,
because of
this
Arlie
it.
Michelle. That's
This
what he
it.
wants y'all to do. He's
No,
pulling at your heartstrings.
No. This is not about me. No, this is not about me.
this a game,
is about-
Doug.
This is about Arlie Michelle.
But what I
And what
want
she
to
means- and what
encourage
she
you to
means
now
me
do.
and to the listeners. That's what this is about.
My honorable mention is
It's too late.
Esther
It's too
Roll.
late.
It's Esther Roll from Good Times.
You
My
can't
honorable
do it
mention
now.
is Esther Roll from Good Times.
If you're gonna play dirty, then y'all gotta both play dirty. That's
Right.
all. So this is it.
Yeah.
We're leveling up now.
Arlie
What do you want, Doug? You asked
deserves
me to come on.
this win. This win will go on the website. This win will be posted on the
Thanks, Tree.
page.
Thanks,
Okay,
Tree.
thanks,
Arlie
Tree.
deserves this win, and I want y'all to vote for her today.
That's some bullshit, man. Let's go to break, man. Now you sweating and whatnot.
What a great freaking list.
You really,
Angela Bassett, number one.
You really
Ryan
going above
Coochie
and beyond,
Happy-Berry,
huh?
number 3, and Arlie Michelle, honorable mention.
You disrespect. You disrespect David Justice, old lady, man. His ex
man.
like that, dry coochie. You don't know nothing but her coochie.
That's why she's been married 4 or 5 times, man. I mean, you can only lube that thing up once or twice before somebody catch you slipping and you ain't got no lube, and they say, "Wait a minute, what's
That's
going on
enough.
here?"
That's enough. She's perimenopausal. Please stop it. She just needs some herbs.
I don't know what fruit menopausal have to do with anything, Tree. I don't know what that has to do with anything.
You put out
It
there
makes the
herb
cooch
needing
dry.
Halle Berry.
Vivica Fox, you put a lady on your list that you just said is out of shape and not looking good. Why would you put her on your list then?
That's not true.
You-
That's not true.
Y'all vote for Arlie Michelle. Up next in the Doghouse with your boys, the Two Live Stews.
That's a son of a bitch.
Got his ass.
I think the people are going to do the right thing. The people know what's going on. They're going to do the right thing. I trust
We
the
gonna get-
people.
We're gonna
I
get to
trust the
chat-
people.
We're gonna get into the chat a little bit early. We'll do the last 48, but right now we need y'all to sit back, relax, and enjoy a 2-minute trespass. Outstanding job, Arlie. No trespass, Tree. No trespass. Yes, 2-minute trespass. Arlie, you'll come back in a little while, but you deserve this, girl. Congratulations. Thank y'all for your supporting Arlie. Thank y'all for supporting Arlie Michelle. More.
Friday night, looking for a man that'll do me right.
Ooh, that's when you don't want to stop playing right there, boy. Shorty, swing my way.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you, man.
You sure look good to me.
I moved here in the summer of '95, and that song was out.
That's a great one.
I don't know about before summer '95, but that to me is the most Atlanta song.
It's one of them
that I know of since I've been in Atlanta.
I agree, 100%.
You know,
I agree.
It's probably been a lot.
ATL, CeeLo Green. I agree 100%.
We can do a top 5 Atlanta songs, and for me, that's the number one Atlanta song that I know from the last 30 years. I've been here 30 years this year, as a matter of fact.
Oh gosh!
And you know what else was going on at the height of that song? The Bankhead bounce was going on.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Bankhead bounce was going on.
I don't think you're bouncing properly, but I understand what you're saying.
Great song.
Yeah. Okay.
Great song.
I really enjoyed that top 5, man. Let's get into this last 48. That top 5 is great. Really appreciate the support y'all are going to give Ollie Michelle. I really appreciate the support y'all are going to give Ollie Michelle. And I don't believe Doug didn't have our very own actress on our list. It's hard to believe that he would disrespect Ollie like that. But I know y'all will not disrespect her. I know y'all won't.
The name of the top 5 was Hollywood actresses.
Right. Yeah. All these movies are shown in Hollywood too, fool.
Ollie lives in
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
You think she's just a Georgia actress?
Now, Douglas.
She's just a Georgia actress?
Don't do that.
I don't believe you, Doug. I mean, damn, I don't believe you. Now you're gonna openly piss on her now?
Ollie, no, that's man. Not. Ollie, no, that's not. Ollie,
Thank you, Ollie. Unbelievable, Ollie. Unbelievable.
I just now it gets worse and worse.
First of all, I would like to say thank you to the Academy for being nominated on the top 5. Even as an honorable mention, in the names of those greats, I just don't even have words.
Ollie, it's a trick. It's a trick, and you're falling into it.
No, she's talking. Let her talk.
Award.
Let her talk.
Award and everything from my movie, A Christmas Story, where I was badly abused, and I just thank you all so much.
You killed that role, Ollie. You killed that role.
There's some bullshit.
Oh, now y'all cutting her off. Now Tree want to cut off. Now Tree don't want her to talk, huh? Christmas, a Christmas prayer, probable cause. We saw probable cause. Breaking up is hard to do. Those movies are Hollywood movies.
Thank you.
Look at that. What is that? Ollie, what is that?
Ollie, you know my girl, but you know there ain't no Oscar. There ain't no real Oscar.
I don't know what it is. It's a George, not an Oscar. Everybody would much have a George.
That's right.
Bruno.
That's right.
You don't talk about Bruno.
Doug, unbelievable how you disrespected her. And unbelievable. I know who won't disrespect her, the listeners. I know they won't. Let's get into this last 48, Tree. I'm tired of hearing Doug's just ishing all over our girl. That's our people. We got to support our people. If we're not going to support our people, who the hell are we going to support?
Get to the last 48.
Acting like 47. You're acting like 47 today.
Can Doug explain what the last 48 is, please? Shut up.
The last 48 are the biggest memes in the Two Live Stews Facebook chat group in the last 48 hours. From Kyle and Morris. This is a photo of the great Ronald McNair, another South Carolinian.
And Root to the Bros. Root to the Bros. And
he was the Bros as well.
Yeah, Root to the Bros.
When on y'all version of All My Love, y'all didn't have the Ronald McNair reference?
I think we do have the Ronald McNair reference.
So ours was, you know my brother, Ronald McNair. He tried to bring back knowledge from way up there.
Yeah, yep.
Help me sing it, brothers. Oh, my love. So we were a little bit late with Black History Month being over and whatnot, but we got some liberties. It's our show. Shouts out to Ronald McNair. Rest in peace.
Yes.
Florence.
Yes.
You know he's from Florence.
Yep.
All right. Next one, Tree. Did you just burp?
No.
Fuck? 8-hour call with no music.
I want to say, excuse me. I thought I hit the mute button, but I didn't. So I apologize.
8-hour car ride with no music. You have to pick one to talk to for the whole ride. Who are you taking? This is a very interesting one to me. So you got Bronny, you got Jello, you got Patrick Mahomes.
That's not Jello.
That's not Jello.
Melo's the artist. He's not a basketball player.
So it's Jello, Melo, and LaMelo.
LaMelo. I think that's LaMelo.
Yeah, LaMelo. Then you got Aaron Rodgers. You got Kirk Collinsworth.
Yeah, Chris Collinsworth.
Chris Collinsworth, not
Yep.
Kirk. And that's Tom Brady, right? Who would you want to talk to for an 8-hour car ride?
It's got to be Patrick Mahomes, man. It's got to be Patrick Mahomes, and if it's not Patrick Mahomes, it's got to be Bronny, right?
I think I would take either Bronny or LaMelo. And really, I would pick them because I just want them to talk about their dads.
About the people.
About their daddies. Yeah.
That's why I picked Bronny. Yeah.
Yeah, because Bronny could tell you some great stories about LeBron, and LaMelo could tell you some great stories about Mr. Ball.
Yeah. What was your dad's vision? Was your dad really hard on y'all? Was he making y'all go out? Yeah, that's true. That'd be a good one to have too.
Yeah.
You got 3 millionaire sons. And you told us from birth they were all gonna be millionaires and succeed. That's pretty strong.
Lamar Ball.
Yep.
So yeah, that's who I would take. I would take probably LaMelo.
Yeah, I'm going Patrick or Bronny, man.
Okay, next one, Tree. That was actually from FanDuel. So you gave me a little, you know, you kind of said I was taking shots at LeBron last week. We had a post, and it was talk about where.
Before you move any further, man, you've been taking shots at LeBron for a year and 2 months.
That's not true.
It is true. Every single
What's
day,
the year?
you ish on LeBron.
Oh, year and 2 months when we started back the show.
We've been doing the podcast for a year and 2 months, and the very first day you ripped LeBron.
That's not true. So the last week we mentioned something. LeBron had something to do with something, and you said that I'm taking shots at him, and I said no, I'm not. So this is a little shot out to LeBron. LeBron was 28 when he won his last league MVP. First of all, let's stop right there.
I'm proud of you.
Do you realize that this man hadn't won an MVP in 12 years?
I did. Well,
it doesn't seem like you should be in the conversation of greatest basketball player of all time. And 12 years pass and you don't win an MVP.
Oh, stop it, man. You see what the kids' numbers are. You sound like a fool. Stop it.
No, hold on. I'm saying this as a compliment. What I'm saying is that doesn't seem logical. For him to be the best player, maybe in basketball history, y'all would argue over the last 10 years, the best player in the game. How is it he goes 12 years without winning one MVP? That would never happen when Jordan was in the league.
Well,
even though a couple of years they gave one to Karl Malone, they gave one to Barkley, but it wasn't 12 years.
LeBron is 40, 12 years, so that's 38. How many MVPs, Nadi? How many MVPs did Michael Jordan have after 38? Please pull that up. That's the first thing. Second thing, okay? Thank you, Nadi. Second thing. There is hands down more talent, man for man, in the league right now, today, than there was 20 years ago. There's no question about it.
Have you been drinking? Are you crazy?
Not yet. No gummies either.
You really don't have no shame saying something like that, man.
That's
you know the NBA was tougher back then. There were just as good or better players back then, and they played more defense.
I didn't say anything about
get away with travel. I think we got a video on that. They couldn't take 4 steps and get away with it 20 years ago.
I didn't say anything about more competitive and tougher. I said more talent. Man for man, there's like 15 teams that have A+ beef on them now.
You're wrong with this. And I'm sure
Wemby
people
is
watching
7'5", and he was probably going to be Defensive Player of the Year and get some MVP votes. He's in his second year, sir. LeBron is 40, averaging. Come on, man. There's more talent. Steph Curry, Ant-Man.
Listen, man. I didn't want to make this. I don't want to make this.
Durant.
Hold on. I didn't want to make this an argument, and I wasn't taking a shot. My point in having that slide shown is: would you have ever bet that 12 years has passed since LeBron won an MVP? That's all. Would you, if you didn't know that stat, would you have ever guessed that? That's all I was asking, man. I'm actually giving them credit.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that's
but
all. That's all.
To answer that question, yeah, I understand a 38-year-old or 28-year-old not being, I get it. I understand.
28. No, come on, man. You're messing up your argument. 28, you're in your prime.
Well, it's been 12 years, 61, so he did win an MVP in his prime.
So
But he's
29.
40 now.
29, 30.
I understand. Well, big shout out to you for trying to give LeBron a backhanded compliment, but
Not backhanded.
yes, it is. You're not genuine about praising him for anything, and everybody knows that, Doug.
Okay, man. Let's just move to the next one, man.
Okay,
And that's the problem. Hold on, let me stop. Let me say something. That's the problem with you bronsexuals. You bronsexuals take offense to anything, even when it's not even an insult.
Post that one more time, Tree. The graphic one more time. This man is 40 years old, dropping 27 points, getting 8 rebounds, and having 8 assists per game. You can call me bronsexual or not. Michael's still my GOAT, but this dude is one of the best athletes in the history of sports, period. He's 40, sir.
I didn't disagree with you. Next one, Tree.
He's 40.
Let's just move on, man. Y'all so sensitive. Y'all bronsexuals are sensitive.
Your mama.
We got the same one for the 11th time.
We need to talk about that after the show.
So this is a classic one. One gotta go. This is a classic. One gotta go. Remember these were real hot like a decade ago?
I do remember those.
On social media?
Yes.
One gotta go. One gotta go. So one gotta go. Who you taking? Blackish. Everybody Hates Chris. Bernie Mac show at the game. I think
I've never seen an episode of the game.
We were on the game. What are you talking about?
That episode is the one I saw. I hope they're not listening, because I still get a SAG check.
I think they gave us the gig because we were fans of the show. And you're telling me now you never saw it before?
Not a one, man. We got to the set where we shot that scene, and the star was in the van with us coming from the trailers to the Georgia Dome, and he got in and sat down, and I was like, damn, who this nigga is think he getting in the front seat like that? Somebody's like, oh, that's the star of the show. Okay.
In the series, it wasn't Pooch, not the guy named Pooch. In the series at that time, so we need to give a little bit more backstory.
You will not remember. I bet $1,000 you will not remember his name. 1,000.
No, I definitely won't.
Okay, I win.
So for people that don't know or remember the show was The Game. It was on a couple different networks. It got picked up by another network after it got canceled. But the main character Ryan is referring to that got in the van with us, we did a scene on the show. I still get a royalty check of like 75 cents every quarter.
Yours is that high?
And anyway, we got in the van, and the main character that he's talking about was Lauren London's boyfriend.
At the time,
he's done a bunch of stuff lately. If I pull up the ninja's name, y'all know what I'm talking about.
He's like in a Nissan car video or an Infinity car video.
Yes, that guy.
Commercial.
That guy.
Him.
Yeah,
him.
Yeah.
He's a cool dude, real cool dude.
Yeah.
But that's the one that the game has got to go. You got some classics right there.
Yeah, the game got to go. I mean, and really the game, it was kind of a different type of comedy than the rest of these. Blackish, go back to that one more time, Tree. Blackish really, in my opinion, is really like top 10. Is entered into the top 10 category.
Well, do you put Blackish ahead of Everybody Hates Chris or ahead of Bernie Mac? You put Blackish ahead of any of those?
Boy, Everybody Hates Chris is phenomenal too.
I can still watch those episodes right now. And Bernie Mac too.
And Bernie Mac's daughter in that show reminds me, I can't remember her real name. She reminds me so much of Kayla, man. It's unbelievable.
Wow.
My middle daughter. They look alike. They talk alike. They got the same attitude.
BK Boogie.
Yeah. All right. One more.
Hey, man, real quick. Your girls are doing really good, man.
Oh, man. Appreciate it. Knock on wood.
Doing really good, man.
Thank you, man.
It's one of the things you got to right in life. One of the two things you got to right in life.
Go next one, Tree. And you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience. So the reason this comes up, man, and you're watching the Two Live Stews Experience, the reason this comes up is I played the entire first Jodeci album this weekend, man, on YouTube, the videos. Guy, I'm making a proclamation. Guy is the greatest group in the history of R&B.
Guy.
Or not Guy, I'm sorry. Jodeci.
What?
Jodeci.
Damn.
What?
Jodeci is the greatest R&B group in the history of R&B groups.
Guy's pretty good too, but I agree Jodeci is better.
Guy is not too far behind, but Jodeci, man, here's what I don't understand, and I want to get Arla and Tree on to talk about this as well. Here's what I don't understand. Y'all been around the industry a little bit more than me. You know, we're all of us are
Singers.
trained singers.
Right.
Why I gotta be next to Doug? Go ahead.
Why wouldn't Jodeci, why wouldn't a producer or a record label say to Jodeci, we're going to, put this producer with you, produce some great new sounding music, and we need you guys to come out and do a reunion tour, and everybody gets paid. Why don't they make new music? Why don't groups like them?
Have you seen?
They're on that shit. They on that stuff.
Well, their voices are shot. One of them, they opened for my brother for not open for, but he was doing an album release one year, and they came out, and it was just like, oh my God. And I was so sad because they had such, especially JoJo. He had the voice that thing could sing. They were church boys, so they would bring it to you every single time.
Okay, now I understand that, but I guess what I'm saying is any old group that was that phenomenal, like Guy is not far behind. I just said that.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys haven't lost their voices. Those guys aren't habitual drinkers. Why didn't Guy come together with Teddy Riley? Teddy Riley's probably got some new music he's been working on. I mean, Guy was 30 years ago. Why don't Guy come back together for a reunion album and make a lot of money? Why do groups break up and stay broken up?
Oh, because you can't. They
don't own themselves, right? Don't they? Aren't they owned? Like Escape owns themselves, I believe.
Well, from the way I understand, like I think about B2K. When my brother did the Millennial Tour, they were on tour. I think they were like on the East Coast by this point, or no, they by then they made it to the West Coast. Maybe their whole tour got shut down because they had so much infighting. The four of them, they just couldn't get along. And you're like, don't y'all need this music? Even with my brother, Mister, they can't get it together. One of them, it take one. It don't take
ego.
One to mess
It sounds like ego and testosterone, man.
What I was going to say is two things. Arlie's brother is Bobby V, if you didn't know, if you're new to the show.
Happy belated birthday, Bobby V.
That's right. Happy belated birthday.
New Edition has the blueprint.
They do.
New Edition's been around.
They don't change anything either. They do the same show.
The same show.
Wait a minute, though. Well, wait a minute. Y'all do know
they get that money.
Wait a minute. There was a period of time where remember they had some issues. Only 3 of them are going out. So and so wasn't gonna perform. Blah blah.
But that's my point, Arlie. I'm sure in 40 years they've had issues with each other, but Cooler has prevailed to get the money.
Okay, real quick. I've got a perfect example here. Okay. You called me 2 days after we were fired and said, here, man, here's what we're going to do.
Somebody's not.
And I said, I'm not doing a damn thing. And people still paying me for the next year. I'm good. You go ahead, man. I'll watch your show. You go ahead. And I'll catch up with you later on. But until this money stops coming, I ain't doing nothing. That's not ego or infighting. That's just a disagreement of what should be done. It took me 10 years to say, hey, Doug, I want to follow my sword. You were right. We should have rebounded and came right back 2 days later to maintain and keep our audience. You were right. You down to do it now? It's the same thing with these cats, man.
Most people want the package deal. They don't want one. You can't have one without the other.
Right.
Escape is doing it pretty well, but really you want all of them.
And then you're not getting everybody sometimes, and some of them you need. Like I remember when SWV was they were having a moment. If they don't have what's the lead singer's name, they can't go out. Coco is the singer. So if I don't have buy-in, and then the other part, they pay you on that tour according to the kind of what you do. So the payment structure sometimes breaks them up. Because they're like, well, how you gonna give Aaron Hall more than you give so-and-so? I've been singing too. Even though I sing the leads on all this stuff from your background. That's the issue.
But the question was this: what is the first song that comes to mind when you
Baby, won't you just stay?
Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say.
For a little while.
No,
Baby, won't you just stay?
It's got to be Sting.
No,
It's got to be Sting.
come and talk to me. I
Ooh.
really want to
Ooh.
meet you, girl.
Come and
I
talk to
really
me.
want to know your name. Okay, who's next?
They got too
Wait,
many.
where's Naughty?
They got too many.
That's what I was. Come on,
Naughty,
Doug. What's yours?
What say you?
The first song I think about was "Freaking You."
Oh,
Freaking you.
every freaking night and every freaking day.
freaking day.
You're
Yep.
supposed to sing, Naughty.
That was
Been
mine.
a year since you've been gone,
Oh, God.
and that's too long. So come back home. I can't leave without you.
Go ahead, boy.
sorry.
Oh,
We're
I
sorry.
cried for you.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead,
Okay,
boy. Go
Ryan,
ahead.
Ryan, you go.
Things that I
Can
can.
Ryan
You go,
go?
You
it's
feel that
amazing.
touch.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Ryan,
That's
what
good.
about
That was
you?
good.
Yeah. I'm with Naughty and Freaking You. I was going to say Freaking You, and I wasn't going to sing it either. Yeah.
That's it.
You guys
All you
did
have to
great.
say is every freaking night and every freaking day. I
I
want
want to freak you, baby. Every
In every
freaking
freaking
day.
way. Yeah.
Right, right.
Anybody under the age of 40 right now is tripping. They're like,
They're
these
like,
niggas
what?
tripping.
Who are these
Oh,
people?
man.
Yeah. For the record, man, the last time I saw them perform Jodeci, it was it was the one in Buckhead. It was in Buckhead at the amphitheater in Buckhead.
We going to
Chastain.
karaoke,
It was at Chastain.
y'all.
And
That's what we
the
should
little
do.
one was being carried around.
I was there. I was at that one too.
We were there with our mother.
I think that's part of the act, though. I think that was part of the act.
It was bad, man, and it left a bad taste in my mouth. I did not like
KC.
seeing them the way they were.
Pause.
That performance.
Pause.
Pause.
Okay, all right. Let y'all finish. That's the last one. We're supposed to be in a break.
So
wow.
I mean, one last comment, man. And I need to emphasize this, and I'm not exaggerating. By my calculation, New Edition has been performing together for over 40 years.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how Michael Bivins probably hates the ground that Bobby Brown walks on? But
they
they
gonna
still
get that check.
They put
Well,
all shit
but-
aside and let's be gonna get
Hey,
this one.
do your research, man. They're all businessmen. All of them are
But they did-
businessmen.
I'm just saying they had a moment and they still have the voices of the moves or the whatever. It's so much politics and all of that. It's so much. It's so much politics and all of that. It's so much politics in it. Politics.
Okay, thank y'all. I'm leaving.
All right, we're gonna do a quick break, or we not gonna do a quick break.
I think we have to do a break.
Let's do a quick break.
Yep.
I just wondered about that. I think we even have another meme left, but let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
I think we're done with the memes, and we'll get to your chat when we return. Y'all keep it locked to your boys, the Two
Okay.
Live Stews and the Two Live Stews Experience.
Let's pass around a play for Jodeci to come back.
We can pass the plate for somebody else, man. I don't think Jodeci's going to have the capacity to do what we need for said plate. I just don't. They're on that sauce.
We have a lot of chat to read, guys. A lot of paid chat.
Today, Lunch and Learn, number 4, the Rockefeller method. All right, the Rockefeller waterfall effect. Sometimes they call it as well.
Every freaking night and every freaking day, I want to freaking freak you, girl, every freaking way.
Now he wants to sing. Let's go.
First song that comes to mind. Wow. Wow.
Have you ever been stranded on the side of the road, Ollie?
Yes.
It's not comfortable, is it?
No.
Dogs and poodles, if you find yourself in a jam on the side of the highway, give my folks at Bay 11 Towing a call, 404-770-6949. Again, that's 404-770-6949. Being stranded on the side of the road in Metro Atlanta is very stressful and dangerous. Bay 11 Towing is who you need to call, whether you're dealing with a flat tire, dead battery, full-on breakdown, or whatever that may have you on the side of the road. Call our folks at Bay 11 Towing, and they will get to you with a competitive rate and quicker than everybody else in town. Again, that's Bay 11 Towing. That number is 404-770-6. It's your boys, the Two Live Stews. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart, the makeup of those stews. And this is your Two Live Stews experience. Good morning. Good morning.
Another thing about Jodeci,
boys. We appreciate you.
and we got to move on, but they would also have an automatic built-in audience. Like, would you go if Jodeci dropped the album today, a CD today, or not a CD?
No. The last 2 times I've seen them perform, it was a mess. I'm not spending no money on Jodeci.
Okay, so Guy, if Guy dropped an album right now, Would you
Guy.
download it? Would you pay $15 to download it?
Guy, Boys the Men, New Edition, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick, Cool G Rap, all of them, I would do it.
Right. They got a built-in audience. It just doesn't make sense to me, man. I can't
Back
believe
in the day-
egos are that big.
Back in the day when you were booking acts, I remember you did Dougie Fresh one time, you did Slick Rick one time.
Mhm.
Your idea and your thought process was genius. It was
Thank you, man.
genius.
Right.
Yeah, the numbers started getting a little high for those guys. And then
See,
if you
they-
have a night of rain, you're gonna take a loss. But it
They-
was genius.
They're back in style now. When I did that, I had a little promotion in Atlanta where I had old school rap artists. And when I did that, they weren't popular like old school is popular now. It's coming back
It is.
now over the
It
last 5 years or so. It seems like they're getting a lot more love. All right, so what do we got?
We got 50 chat to get through.
Let's get it.
We got a lot of chat to get through.
Let's get it.
Good morning. Let's
Morning,
get
Tree.
to my internet is doing weird things. Shout out
Tree,
to Miss.
You should do. Ooh, thank you, Mr. Is that another one? Oh, okay. You're going back to the original. Okay, real
Hey,
quick.
by the way, Mr.
You should do.
International Inbox.
You should do 5 on and 2 off, Tree. That's what you should do.
I think we lost Tree.
Okay, I did think we lost Tree, but she
Okay.
should do 5 on and 2 off,
Okay,
where
so
she's
let's-
gone for 2 weeks. And if she does,
Hey, y'all.
if she does this, we should make sure she doesn't work at the same. She should take her time off.
Good morning, Mr. International. Just like Atlanta, you really think you asked for it? Either remember me, Champagne, Hennessy. Oh, get it, Mr. International. Good
And
morning to you. Looking forward to
Doug-
the show as
and-
always.
And Doug don't want to. He don't want to support you. You're an entertainer, Arlie. You're an entertainer. That's why we're gonna win this thing. That's why we're
not-
gonna win this vote.
That's
And
not true.
did I say thank you to you, Ryan? That was so thoughtful of you to put, because it didn't say who had the most credits or who had
Right.
the most
No.
Oscars. It said beautiful.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Arlie. You are amazing, and you're one of us. You're one of us. So
Please don't fall for this
Listen,
Tom.
What?
I-
Wait, oh, this is the
tomfoolery.
fall part. I'm not beautiful. Wait a minute.
No, you
she's
Arlie, you
ugly.
know that
She's
stuff about me.
ugly. Oh, you think she's ugly? I'll be
Y'all, let's
damned,
get to
Doug.
this chat. Let's get to this chat. Ryan will have me going down a rabbit hole. I don't want to fight with y'all, but thank you so much for considering me. That was very thoughtful.
You're
It just
welcome,
means
Arlie.
big things are popping for me this year. My face will be
I
everywhere.
considered you too, but
It said Hollywood, and you just felt I lived here, and all
Right?
those
Yeah.
people
no,
live
yeah,
in
she
Hollywood.
just an old Atlanta bitch, right?
They
Doug?
do- right.
She's just old Atlanta bitch.
Wait, what
Oh,
happened?
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that.
Flag on the play.
I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
Flag
say
on the
that.
play.
Hello.
I'm out now.
Welcome back, Tree.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on with my internet.
Doug did something. It's Doug.
Where are we?
We're waiting on you, Tree.
Okay, sorry about that. It's from Sean Mims. Trump 20.
What?
Oh. Thank you for your
thank you, Sean.
donation.
Thank you, Sean.
But we
Mims.
do have to honor it. There's no censoring, right? We don't censor
Cox is
here.
alive. Oh no,
He don't
can't
like
play-
her.
We can't give that shit no play.
But we can accept his donation, right?
Send it back.
Okay.
No, don't send it back.
No, don't send it back. But I mean, damn.
Tim Chill, $20. Thank you so much for your donation.
We can't let a Klans member come on here whether he pay or not and call us monkeys.
Just can't do it.
So
Just
we
can't
got to
do I
send it
agree.
back. Then we have to send it back, right?
No, I don't think you need to
Oh,
send
he
it back.
doing it.
but
He
I-
want to
yeah.
throw his money away. He can throw his money away.
Right. That's what he's
Okay.
done.
From Tim Chill, thank you for your donations. Good morning, Stu. I have been rocking with you guys since y'all used to be on a radio station here in Memphis. I also checked you guys out when y'all did a remote on Beale Street here years
Yeah.
ago.
I remember
Keep
that.
it going, and God
Yes.
bless.
Thank you,
Thank
Tim
you.
Chill.
That.
Glad to
Listen,
back. Share the
That is
post. Share
awesome.
the share
Memphis
the show.
was good to the students. When we went to Memphis, we had a good crowd that came through there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I don't know what this means. Fake sister girl was, I don't know what that means.
Thank you, Sean. We
Thank you,
appreciate it.
Sean. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. From Mr. International, man, y'all too funny. That's $105.
Hey,
So
Mr.
far.
International, inbox me, bro, if y'all hiring once again.
Yeah, you're
Again
you're
from
king.
Mr. International, we're at 110. Shedeur Sanders trying to get to Las Vegas.
I can understand that, especially with Tom Brady being a part owner. He's trained with Tom Brady for 2 off seasons. Again, man, I think they're playing chess and everybody's just playing checkers. I really do.
Thank y'all for watching the Two Live Stews experience featuring Mr. International. Thank you for your donation from Joel Embiid. How do you say it, Douglas?
Embiid.
From Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid needs a knee replacement. Has any NBA player ever played with a knee replacement?
I would doubt that.
Is that what it? I thought. Is he getting his knees? Is he getting a knee replaced, man?
I haven't heard that until just now. But if that's the case,
there's no way he can play NBA basketball after a knee replacement, is it?
You might not remember the great. You probably do. Sam Bowie.
Sam Bowie. Same Jordan draft.
Same Jordan draft, right? He was the first pick taken and chronic knee injuries from day one. Also, dude from Ohio State. Looked like a granddaddy.
Greg Oden.
Yeah, Oden, yeah.
And you're watching the Two Live Stews experience. Doug Stewart, Ryan Stewart.
Ollie laughing.
Mr. International.
He did look like a granddaddy.
Mr. International. The current administration is great for news media. They constantly have something to talk about. Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, it's a reality show.
To talk about anyway.
They're producing a reality show on
You're right, Mr.
in real time.
It's disgusting.
Shout out to Courtney Williams. Thank you for your donation and happy birthday. Happy birthday. Put me in. He wants to be put in the game. He'd like a song from you, Douglas. Go.
Okay. All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You must have been singing this weekend. Your voice is really struggling today. From Loose Necks, yes, no, sigh. Drake makes music for dudes that close the refrigerator door with
Well, if you got things in your hands, how are you supposed to close the door?
Right.
That's true.
I agree with you.
But I just got a visual of that, and it's not sexy. I don't even want him in
Tree, look at me real quick, Tree.
Exactly. I don't want you in my bed, sir. Mm-mm. Hips and thighs on a man just... Okay. From Millhouse 79, thank you for your donation. Man, y'all leave Aubrey alone.
Hey, did you hear that in the car taking the kids or whatever you had to do? Drake won a settlement, and part of his the decision was, or the reason, part of the reason that he sued is because so and so made fun and hurt his reputation.
Which is what it's supposed
That's
to
exactly what battles were based on, I thought.
What I want to say is we don't know if it was a settlement or not.
Right. The settlement could have been.
Right. We don't know if he got money. Right.
Stop talking about me.
Y'all stop teasing Drake. That could be the settlement. Y'all stop teasing Drake.
Duh. That's how battles work.
That was good. That was good.
From and you're watching the Two Live Stews experience featuring Mr. International. Thank you for your donation. Shedeur Sanders could be a Steeler.
So think about this. If he gets past 5 or 6, why wouldn't the Steelers say, hey, I'll give you my next 2 first-round picks? All they need is a quarterback.
Yeah, but he's a rookie, man. There's a learning curve. He's not going to come in there and be better than Justin Fields or Russell Wilson did in the first year, right? You don't believe that, right?
Can he do what Bo Nix just did? Who would you want, Bo Nix or Shedeur Sanders? Thank you. Thank you. And oh, yeah, Jaden Daniels just came in there and set the league on fire.
Yeah, but isn't there a learning curve, especially for a quarterback?
Well, we just saw Bo Nix and Justin Fields do it. Not Justin Fields. We just saw Bo Nix and who's the kid I just mentioned? Jaden Daniels do it. They just did it. They both took their teams to the playoffs.
All right.
I got confidence in Shedeur.
I think Jaden Daniels was the exception to the rule, man.
That's my homie Ferd, man. What Ferd got to say?
From Ferd, thank you for your donation, Ferd. When it's your time, it's your time. Rest in peace to the great Angie Stone.
Thank you, Ferd. Ferd is a former teammate of mine from Georgia Tech.
Okay.
I think the Stews would be participating in his pool party, his annual pool party this year. Wait to do that. It's one of the best gigs that you could be a part of.
You're hoping it's my week off.
Hey, let me mention this real quick right now. I meant to do it.
I will be there. Directing y'all.
Go ahead, Doug.
I meant to mention it earlier in the show, man. You brought out the old Crown Royal Two Live Stew shirt.
Yeah, man.
Man, you could get some money for that on eBay.
I still got all of them. I still have all of them, sir.
That's a classic shirt right there.
Yeah. Shouts out to you, Ferd. Appreciate you, player.
Like
from Uncle Mike. He wants to tell his Nia Long story. I tried to shoot my shot at Nia Long in the green room when I was interning at BET back in '92. the powers that be drug my ass. About
But
it.
you went for it. Very good.
I know that's
Very good.
audacity. I love audacity.
I tell people my story about the time when I saw Janet Jackson in Legends in Detroit.
You
I
used
told my
to go to
boys,
Legends.
what? Almost every Friday.
You only miss the shots you don't take.
Right. I told my boys, I'll be right back. They said, where you going? I said, I'm going to shoot my damn shot. Will I ever be in another room with Janet Jackson there? She had security on both sides of the bar. And I went to the security guard and I was like, can I go talk to Janet? He looked at Janet and Janet looked at him and was like, yeah, send him on. Come on.
Good.
Yeah. She offered to buy me a drink. I think I told the story before. But I shot my shot. She shot it down, but I shot my shot.
Wow.
Damn right.
From Jungle Brother. I'm voting for Ryan because of the great Arlie Michelle.
Till Dog gonna vote for me too because of Arlie Michelle.
I can't
mean,
believe
if y'all don't vote for Arlie in this damn thing in the chat room, y'all, I don't think I'll ever do a top 5 again.
Arlie is not in your top 5.
She is. Can you read? She made my honorable mention.
Yeah,
she's right there.
Which is illegal.
You're confirming you can't count now. Okay.
Well, you gotta play. No, you've got to start to play.
Ignore that loser.
The way he plays.
Ignore that loser. And for the record, this was one of the hardest top 5s I've ever been a part of in my life. You know how many sexy, black, beautiful women there are in Hollywood? I had a list of like 40 names I was going through all night.
Jesus, my ears.
It was too much. I don't want to do one like this again.
Go ahead, Tree.
Two Live Stews experience.
All this gonna put me over the top because she's the people's choice.
We have another confirmation of that from your co-host, Mr. International. How can I vote against Arlie Michelle?
You just can't vote against their girl. They just can't. And she deserves it. She deserves it.
A vote against Arlie Michelle would be a vote for me.
From
Loose
Loose
Neck. That doesn't sound right because Arlie is my folk and she is beautiful.
He put you
you
in
really
the,
put me in a
put you in that whisper, that head choke again, where he was whispering in your ear.
I want to take it a step further.
It was at that moment that he knew he lost.
When you vote, you can see who voted for who. If I see you vote for yourself, Doug, instead of voting for Arlie, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Don't do that.
Yep. If you vote for yourself instead of voting for Arlie, I'm gonna be disappointed.
But I will make sure that we know what.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna check all weekend, all week. I'm gonna check all week.
From Loose Neck, yes, no side. James and Florida Evans folded up like a lawn chair. This is conversation about the sitcoms, I believe.
Yeah.
How they ended.
Right, unexpectedly.
I cried like a baby when they said James died.
On the Alaskan pipeline, I think it was.
I
Arlie,
cried
did you
like
look
a
that up?
baby.
Was it in Alaska or Mississippi, Arlie?
But somebody mentioned that they sent that woman a letter. They didn't even call
right.
her.
No, it was a telegram.
Newsnick said that, and I was like, "You damn right."
Her husband had been dead for a month already before snail mail got to the house.
Arlie, was it in Alaska or Mississippi that pipeline James was working on?
Automobile accident while in Mississippi setting up a new business opportunity at an auto repair shop.
There you go.
Where do I get the Alaska pipeline at?
I don't know.
You be making stuff up. You be pulling stuff out of your
Mississippi ain't that far from Chicago. I mean, how much could it have cost to make a?
Yeah, I cried.
I don't like that.
I cried. And when Florida was like, damn.
Well, you do know that they fired James just like they fired us. Like it was unceremonial. There was no goodbyes. It was like your stuff is in a box. You got to go. Literally, John Amos showed up at the production studio and they had this shit in a box.
Man, I told them people when they told us to leave that building, y'all can keep everything in that damn office. Whatever.
Virgoing. From your co-host, Mr. International, that bankhead bounce Doug did was hilarious.
It was.
When I do the trespass, should I have y'all on screen so everyone can see how you dance?
We be getting down in trespass.
Tried to figure that
Doug
out.
does a bankhead flat, not a bankhead bounce. It's a bankhead flat.
As long as he can bounce, never mind. Okay.
Yep.
10th D Q squared.
Shout out to the 10th D.
The hashtag Stu's challenge. Match my donation. Yes.
Oh, thank you, 10 square, 10 D square, Q square.
Yeah. So you know what that means, right?
He's the bros and he's a Mason.
And he's on the square.
Rue.
Thank you, bruh. The
To
bros,
the
can y'all
east.
top that challenge?
To the
That
east.
bro just gave us $20, one for each one of them. Can y'all top that, bros?
Shouts
Go
out
ahead,
to
Tree.
St. James Lodge number 4, ATL, shouty.
From Loose Neck Side, thank you so much. We want the 3 degrees.
We want the 3 degrees. Y'all don't know what that's a reference to. What's
Quick
that a
question
reference
for you,
to?
Doug.
What's that a reference to, Ryan? I know Tree don't know. Tree Googling it right now.
It's
it a
some
singing group?
it's some 5% of stuff, isn't it, Doug? The 3 degrees.
No, man. It's an episode of Sanford and Son. All right, go ahead. What were you going to say, Tree?
I thought we sang really good together.
Question for you, Doug.
When we mute your mic.
You mentioned Prince Hall a second ago, St. James Lodge number 4. Do you know that the lodges are ordered by state with their number?
I didn't know that.
So Prince Hall is like 150 plus years old. Lodge number 4. So we're one of the oldest lodges in the state of Georgia.
In the state or the country?
In this, me and past master, most worshipful Grandmaster Scott talked about it. In the state of Georgia, he said.
Okay. So wow, there's a lot.
So
There's a lot of Prince Hall.
I don't know if 323 in Moco, I don't know if there's 323 lodges or if that's just the number that they chose because maybe it was 220 ahead of them. I'm not sure about that. But
I'm sure we got
St.
some.
James is one of the oldest in the country.
I'm sure we got some traveling men in the chat room. They could probably answer that question.
All right, go ahead.
From Mr. International, the little one was being carried around.
With Jodeci.
Oh, yes. Okay,
Yes.
at the Chastain.
And Joe in case
that's
JoJo
KC.
is KC's the little one, right?
That's
Yes.
KC, yeah.
Okay, yeah. JoJo was carrying KC
JoJo's
around.
the robust one.
It's a bad look. It hurt my heart when he was walking him around Chastain Park like that.
From Derek Rivers, thank you so much for your donation. We
Cuzzo.
appreciate you.
Thank you, cuz.
Methuselah, y'all left Regina Hall off the list, and she got his vote.
She made my top 10.
She too goofy.
Regina Hall
She's
and Regina
funny.
King made my top 10.
Oh, I was like top 10. Okay.
Regina, yeah, but it had to be 5. I went from 40 to 5, and of course, Arlie Michelle's going to bring it home for us. But I went from top 10 from 40 to 5. It was really hard.
It ain't.
All right,
let's
go.
You see, you putting on now. Ain't been 40 black women ever do a movie in Hollywood.
Y'all did, if you were gonna go old on the list, Doug, you ain't have Lena Horne, you didn't have Dorothy Dandridge,
Well, I had Lena
I
Horne.
didn't think they would find it in
had
Pam
Lena.
Grier.
I
And
can
guess
show
what?
y'all-
and you didn't have Jane Kennedy.
Y'all gonna see.
I used to just stare at Ebony. She was so pretty at the Ebony magazine when it was
Yeah,
big.
but I really
She was
didn't consider her
beautiful.
in Hollywood. She
And
was a
Leon?
news host. She was a news host. She did one
Yeah,
movie.
you might be right.
Okay, but that's all right. Y'all gonna see because the age demo that listens to this show, they remember Pam Grier. You gonna
Right.
see.
But
You
the
gonna
people
see.
that listen,
It's
people
okay.
that listen to this show are going to show their girl
The
Arlie some
people
love.
that watch the show
They gonna do.
remember Lola Falana.
Yeah, she's not
Now
moving
I
on.
did remember her. Fred Sanford used to love him some Lola Falana.
Yes.
Ooh,
Okay.
King David. King
Dr.
David.
Shanda Nicole Holsley, thank you for watching.
Oh, you
Um,
remember Dr. Halsey?
I do.
Yes.
Shanda, Dr. Shanda Nicole Holsey, she is letting us know that the man from Russia that asked about the suit is actually Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend, Big Back. That's her boyfriend.
Mm.
That's
So
what
they
the news report said.
they're just a whole evil house.
He's a Russian reporter that they allow, but they did not allow AP in there. AP is like banned, and I think Reuters and AP were not invited to that. From Methuselah, the perfect division from the spending. Yeah, I was going to ask you guys, how did it go on the spending fast? They
I
don't
didn't
know.
spend anything, so it went fine, I guess.
I didn't.
That was
I didn't-
Friday. That
We
was
were
Friday.
allowed
Friday.
to circulate money just within the black spaces.
We Googled black restaurants in Columbus, Georgia, and we ate lunch at a black restaurant at a Emerald's Barbecue,
Oh,
and we
that's
went to
good.
one of the restaurants in Columbus.
Oh, good.
I had
black
leftovers. I had leftovers.
I
So we
didn't
were
spend
supposed to
time.
go and spend money with a black establishment. I thought we
Well-
just weren't supposed to spend money
You
with a white
could, if you-
business.
Well, right.
No,
Okay.
you could if you had to go out. You would. They wanted you to
Yeah,
go
I
there.
made a special effort to eat leftovers. I wasn't buying shit from nobody that day.
From Loose Neck, Doug not going anywhere. He thought he needed a passport to go outside at 2
Doug not going nowhere. He thought he needed a passport to go outside 285.
You really got to do better with that. Are any of these trips going to be out of the country?
Possibly.
Eventually, yes.
Possibly.
Eventually, yes. Especially when we cruise.
Not possibly.
Definitely.
We already have a trip out of the country planned. That's on
correct.
the docket.
That's correct.
Yes.
That's correct.
Y'all know about the pineapples on the door on the cruises, right?
No. What's that mean, Tree?
Those are invitations to come on in the room if you want.
Really?
Wow.
Just
Tree, how do you always know about the freaky shit going on?
I like sex, Doug. Okay, I don't know if you know that. And so I want to
more.
Okay, let's go. We are going to talk actually this week.
Tree, did you get dick down in China? What I meant to say was no, that came out wrong.
It did. From RC, let's finish from RC. Nikita Koloff is from my home state, Minnesota. Went to school with Kurt Hennig. That's the wrestler.
He's not from Russia?
Nah, he's
not from Russia.
But actually, I corrected it. It was the Iron Sheik.
From T. Porter, he said he's not watching the news since Election Day. I think
I'm gonna have to start. I'm gonna have to limit myself at least.
It's not good.
But we definitely need to be aware of what's happening and what's going on as they try to whitewash the country. We got to pay attention.
From Jungle Brother, he says he was forced to watch Girlfriends. That dude William knocked half of them girls off in the bedroom.
Ain't nobody messing with William. Ain't nobody coming here to see William.
Yeah, no one was.
William had that strange hairline thing going on.
You watch Girlfriends, man?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you.
That was during the time I was married. The wife loved that. The ex-wife loved that.
From Uncle Mike, and I said that I know you don't agree with me, Ryan, but Left Eye also was in a car where only she was pronounced dead. She was also very much running her mouth.
I think God giveth and God taketh away. That's all.
Okay.
She was going to be a mouthpiece.
We'll do a pop-up.
She was going to be a mouthpiece to the.
This could be a good pop-up.
Because I'd like to hear what everyone has to say.
Yeah, Left Eye was going to be a mouthpiece for Dr. CB.
Right.
And all of the medicines and cures. Yeah.
They were all hanging out with him.
Well, Tupac isn't dead, first of all.
Okay, so you get to conspiracize that, but I can't say that 9 people died, 1 didn't. I mean, 9 people.
I saw a picture of old Tupac like last week. Great beard and everything.
Go ahead, Tree. Go ahead.
From FM, Columbia stole Angie Stone's royalties.
Yeah. You got to see that video. Angie Stone went.
I'm going to play it on the next show.
Yeah, okay.
I seen it.
You got to turn Drake's music down riding through the hood. If you a fan, you got to sneak and listen.
Right? He ain't cool no more.
His music is catchy now. Some of his music is very. I always bob my head to some of his music, but he need to stay in his lane. Stop. You can't come in the hip hop lane. There should be another lane called the Drake lane.
He's an amazing artist.
For those people that close the door with the men that close the refrigerator.
Right.
He's in that category.
Yes. Yeah.
From Cedric Galloway, Griff, they promoted the parties he's talking within the chat. They promoted the parties way more than they did the actual basketball tournament when it was here in Charlotte.
You remember CIAA, man?
I heard that early when I was taking the kids to school, and I love being a dad. I got to explain that to y'all too. I think we weren't in Charlotte. I think we were in Greensboro, weren't we?
No, we were in Charlotte.
No, you sure?
100%. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Greensboro.
Yeah, I've been to several CIAAs in Greensboro too, sir.
Yeah, Greensboro. They moved it around I think they moved it around. It was in Greensboro one time. It was in Norfolk, I think. I got a story about the Norfolk one, but no, at its heyday, it was in Charlotte.
Oh, it was awesome. It was a great event.
I got a picture with Bubbles from The Wire. And another one of the cops from The Wire was in the hotel, and we took a picture with him.
Why do you have a picture with Bubbles?
Because he was just there at CIAA.
He was there at CIAA.
Probably doing a promotion or something.
I missed that show.
Yeah, great show.
Yeah.
From RC.
Hey, Bubbles is like 5'5". He like Floyd Mayweather size.
He got right. He's small. He got dug by 2 inches, but he's small.
From RC, Prince wouldn't work with you if you didn't own your own masters. I don't know.
Which
Arlie
is
would be able to
crazy. He
confirm it.
once again, he was so business savvy and
They killed him.
meticulous. How he just die and not have a will and not have that just didn't seem possible,
So
plausible.
him not having a will was because of the man. The man made
No.
him not have a will.
Did they
I'm
make
saying-
it disappear? They can make it disappear.
Thank you, Tree. Thank you, Tree.
I wanted to do this one first because Ryan's he's on a high right now. Doug, your list is from 1989, according to
Yeah, my list
Courtney
gonna win.
Williams.
My
Thank
list
you.
gonna win.
Bernadette. I mean, come on, man.
Thelma.
And I love Thelma. I love Thelma.
Old
Thelma.
and Black. Old
Yeah.
and Black. He's
Well,
consistent.
well,
okay.
that's Doug. Yeah, that's Doug.
Yeah,
but
he's
but again, I mean, I don't know how this one went over your head, but everybody's pretty much forced to support Ollie Michelle.
Hey, put his
It is
put his
a no-brainer.
put his list up. Put his list up one more time. I'm gonna take a picture of it so I can get this up as soon as we're done. And I need y'all to vote for me. Vote for truth. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
What are you
Vote
saying?
for truth. Vote for truth, and don't vote for
And let's dig a little deeper.
finagling.
Let's dig a little deeper.
Don't vote for finagling.
Did y'all notice the black background on my list? Black women. Come on, put a lot of thought into this
No,
thing.
that's because I'm on strike from making you anything
no,
that looks
no,
better
no,
than
no,
what
no,
you
no.
send me. Because you're not
no.
going to keep putting
Yep.
me into your mess.
Right.
even
yeah.
though I did
You got
send a
nothing to do
text
with my list. You have
accidentally.
nothing. You have nothing to do with my list. You didn't have nothing to do with it, Tree.
But I did
That's
wake
why-
up and I was like, oh, this going to win. I mean, when I saw Arlie's. Sorry, Doug.
I think the people gonna surprise y'all. The people don't fall for shenanigans. Y'all gonna see.
I nudged Doug and
no.
I was like, oh, you're not going to win.
The people are not going to support Ollie
Wait a
Michelle.
minute. Don't take it out. Stop.
They're not going. They're not going to support Ollie. I know
From
that.
Jungle Brother, Pam Grier and Jane Kennedy, Penitentiary 3 was like watching X-rated videos.
It was.
I never
First
got
time
to
I ever
see
saw a
it.
naked black woman.
She was
It's-
fine too.
It's I too. Little brother got you today, Doug, and I don't believe you letting your little brother win ever. Virtually swing on him, Doug. He telling
He
you
don't
to
want to do
fight.
that. He don't want to do that because he's scared I drive over there.
From RC, Paul Mooney started that rumor about Halle Berry on y'all about her cooch.
No, he ain't saying nothing about Halle, did he?
That conversation just started because she's in perimenopause and she's selling things
Nah.
to women our age.
They were saying that stuff when she was married to David Justice.
That her cooch was dry.
Yeah, that's why she can't keep a man. Allegedly,
Well,
I'm
I
not
like
saying
this.
that. I've never
No,
seen
for
her
the-
coochie.
For the
Or
re-
felt
well,
it.
me neither.
Can we say
For the record,
vagina?
And I did
JJ.
have a drink with David Justice a couple times where he talked about Halle, but I'm not gonna get into details because it was a conversation between me and him.
Where you had a drink with David Justice at, and I wasn't there.
In the ATL. What's the bar that used to be a restaurant that was right near the baseball field? We used to go over there sometimes.
The
I was in
shark
there and David-
there's a bullpen.
A bullpen. Thank you,
Yeah.
Tree. It's bullpen. I was
I'll be
over there doing
outside,
something.
even when
I
I
was
was
over there doing
married.
something, and David Justice was in there. And when I walked in, he's like, "Hey, Stu." I turned around and I said, "Oh," and I walked over there.
Two shots out. Shouts out to David Justice. You know he the bros.
Yes, he is the bros.
Shouts out to my LB, the Nasty Kwame. He was in town this weekend visiting our LB in the hospital. We got together yesterday. You know,
I was really happy to
chopped it up a little bit.
Look, man. I love seeing you with your LBs because people don't understand, but there's no better feeling than being able to spend some time with someone you really love that you don't get to see a lot.
Yeah.
So in the picture, I could tell that you and your LB were just happy to be in the same area, breathing the same air. I
Yeah.
thought it was really cool. Man.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
So
I think
were
this
you
is-
I thought you were the ace, man. You must have been the deuce because he's shorter than you. So he was the ace and you were the two.
Go ahead, Tree.
Diane Carroll, yes. I don't know if Nadi wrote this. Oh, Arlie says she would have put her on the. She is a beautiful black woman.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's stunning, just classy. Oh,
My list gonna win. Y'all gonna be surprised.
Doug got
'cause
3 votes.
Okay. Thank
Texas
you.
Pie,
Texas
Mr.
Pie.
Moneyback, and
Tree.
Tree.
Okay. All right. Whatever, Jungle Brother.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug. In the words of Vince Carter, it's over.
It's over. It's over, man.
Okay.
It's
We'll
over.
see. I disagree.
Hey, man, ain't no way our people ain't gonna support Ollie Michelle.
Doug, you had an
At least not on
opportunity.
your list.
Yes, she is.
You
No,
had
she's
an
not.
opportunity to put Sanaa Where was Sanaa?
Sanaa Lathan, she didn't make the cut.
That's terrible.
Loving basketball.
Yeah,
I mean,
she's
yeah.
a cute girl.
Yeah, I like her too.
From Rel Scott, thank you so much. Y'all know that the Evans phone was.
Oh, that's why they sent a telegram? You motherfucker. Wow. I never thought about it like that. The phone
He probably
was off.
right. Yeah.
You might be right.
God, they had a
Thank
hard way to
you.
go on the show, man.
Producing again. Okay,
What a-
from Corey
what a great
Robinson.
show.
$20. Thank you. Adult movie stars count in the list. He's asking. I don't know.
No.
Are there black?
Is he trying to say Pam Grier's an adult movie star?
No, I think he was just
Maybe
saying
he
he
was
wanted to
wondering
put
why
an
there
adult
weren't
movie
any
star.
added.
Okay. I got it.
What was
Because
that black
Ron-
chick,
they're
the old
Christ-
school.
Those are good Christian boys. They don't do that.
Somebody
That's
go put
why.
it in the chat room for me. What's the old school black porn star that I heard about? What's her
King
name?
David Lodge number 2. AF
Thank you,
and
Ty.
AM.
Oh, shots
Thank you.
out.
Thank you for your donation.
Thank
What's
you,
the
Ty.
what's the
From
old girl
Lamont
name?
It's probably in there by now. Janet Jack Me. What?
No.
Oh God. Vanessa.
Vanessa Del Rio.
Vanessa
You got
Del
all
Rio.
Vanessa Del Rio on me.
Thank you, FM.
Janet
Thank you, FM.
Jack Me. Oh my God.
Thank you, FM.
Vanessa Del Rio. That's a legend.
Okay.
Hey, real
oh,
quick,
sorry.
when I got back to the studio, in the chat it said 756 different messages. Thank y'all in the chat room
Really?
for rocking with
Thank
us like
you
that.
so
Thank y'all
much.
so
Hey,
much.
really do us a favor and hit
Thank
the subscribe and share button. All right. Hit the subscribe
756 messages
and
at
share
the
button.
time.
Yeah.
Thank y'all very much.
Grateful. Lamont Hart, thank you for your donation. As you can see, I'm behind where the show is because I like to listen from the beginning. It don't matter as long as
Thank
you
you.
listen and
Thank you.
share.
Thank you
Listen,
very
like,
much.
share.
Thank you.
We
And
appreciate you.
don't vote for Ryan's debauchery tomfoolery list.
No.
From Eric
No,
Taylor.
You
Thank
can't
you.
short
He's
Arlie
voting
like
for-
that.
I don't know how he's gonna do this. He might have other Facebook.
Arlie's
pages.
not on his list. Arlie's not in his top 5. I'm not putting up Arlie's name. Understand that. So really, all you doing is mind tricks.
Right. Well, listen,
I put it up in the chat group.
the people will see what's going on here. You can get as shady as you want, and you can shit on Arlie all you want.
What do you mean
I'm not
shady?
doing that. I'm not doing that.
What do you mean shady?
Yeah, I'm
There's
not
no
doing that.
honorable mentions in the top
Yeah.
5. We're not going. We're not.
But
gonna
your
argue
comment
about
about Arlie not being Hollywood is
that's
unacceptable.
not true. I
It's
didn't mean
sad
it
how we
like
tear-
that.
Yeah, ninjas always tearing each other down. Somebody about to get under the bucket.
They
what do you
make
do?
more
You
movies
reach up and
here
pull them back
than
down.
in Hollywood anyway. Oh,
Okay,
yes.
so we
thank
should
you,
have called
Lucy.
it. We shouldn't have called it in Hollywood then.
You did. You're the one that set the shit up from
And
Loose
you
Neck.
agreed. Y'all both
All
agreed.
these movies are played in Hollywood too. Stop
Yeah.
it, y'all. Stop it.
Why are we arguing about this isn't even an arguing point.
Well,
We're arguing about
Arlie-
something that's even not an arguing point.
A non-somebody. Arlie is somebody, especially to us.
Changing your words. So good.
Especially to
A
us. She's not a
non-somebody.
non-somebody. She is somebody to us. I'm about to walk off.
Okay, protect Tree and Arlie at all costs. Yes, we agree. And last but not eat, this from Truck D. He thought Ron McNair was Lionel from, which he does. Look. Okay, I'm out. Thank you. It was a great show. Y'all showed y'all ass today.
Said, wait, Doug, do you always take off Ryan's honorable mention? No, he doesn't, because he's just ishing on Arlie.
I
That's why he gonna
always
take
do.
it off today.
I've
My
never
honorable
had-
mention is always.
I
been on
always
there.
take it off, but I couldn't do that to my girl today.
It's Arlie.
So-
It's freaking Arlie. She bust her ass for us. I don't believe you openly hating on her and not supporting her.
Not that I'm promoting porn or anything like that, but if you're under the age of 40, Google Vanessa Del Rio. She was a magician with her talents. I mean, she was a legend, allegedly. Oh, yeah, and today-
Lunch and learn.
And today at
Go to
noon,
the porn star and then go to lunch and learn.
today at noon, lunch and learn with your boy Doug Stewart. 2LiveStudios, YouTube.com. Right here.
Can the Naughty Dread come in real quick? We had something planned earlier that did not get followed through, and it just drove me crazy because I kept saying, would y'all shut up and let Naughty do his thing? Now,
It's all
something you want
good.
to talk about real quick?
No, I can do it on Thursday with the Funky Four, maybe. Unless you just want to talk about it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Let's do it Thursday.
It's your call.
That's not what happened either. I told him to come on and do it, and he said no.
No, it's just it was Doug was cooking. I was letting Doug cook. You know, and then Tree came in and they were cooking.
If you want to hold it, we can talk about it in the
we can talk about it on Thursday. That's fine.
We appreciate you, Dred. Thank you, man. Oh, wait, you got any corrections for us, Dred?
I sent them to your phone. A couple, you know.
Go ahead. I don't need it.
I think it was talking about the rap group.
Right. Sequence.
The Hustle.
Yeah.
Rapper's Delight, 79. First rap song. It was the first rap song played on the radio.
It was 79.
Yeah, it was 79. They reached.
But that's Rapper's Delight, though. Okay, no, that's right.
Right. That's what we were talking about. Yeah, 79, the first rap song on the radio. Reached it was the first R&B, the first hip hop song to reach the top 40 in the charts. So
awesome.
Right. Sequence was signed to Sugar Hill Records in 79 too. So I don't know when that song was played on the radio. I don't even know if that song was played on the radio.
Another thing with MB, they don't know what type of they're looking into what type of surgery he would have to have, but he's not necessarily having a knee replacement.
But you do agree, though, if it is a knee replacement, he's done, right?
I mean, if it's a knee replacement, it's over with. They're going to be trying to figure out, because I've already heard speculation that if he can't play anymore, the Philadelphia 76ers is going to find a way where they can make the NBA pay his contract, but it'll let them off the salary cap hook.
Oh, no, insurance will cover it. It'll be taken care of by insurance.
Right.
Oh, damn, Uncle Mike.
Anything else, Dred?
Appreciate it.
That's
Nutty.
it. It's good.
Appreciate it, Nutty.
Good job, Dred. We appreciate you, man.
Come on, Uncle Mike.
Uncle Mike. I think the term Hollywood is synonymous with the business, not the plays. Hope Ollie. Thank you. I mean, it's crazy how everybody can clearly support Ollie except for you.
It's crazy how you lie, steal, and cheat to get back into this competition.
The other day, you came on a public platform and told the world that Ollie went to Southern. You don't even know who she is. You taking shots at her like this?
She said she went to Southern one show.
She did not say that. Why would she say that? She went to Xavier. Stop it.
Please end this.
It's disgusting how you treated her today, Doug. It's disgusting. Everybody in the chat room, thank y'all so much. I can't thank y'all enough. Damn near 800 messages when I return in the chat room. We wish we could read all of them. And eventually we'll get to a point where we can do a whole lot more. But with the little time we have, with the means that we've got, we do the best that we can. But thank y'all very much. Y'all get an A+. Naughty Dread, thank you, man. And Ollie, for the record, I'm going to save you for last, Ollie. If you got something you want to say, Ollie, please get ready to say it. I'm going to save you for last. Naughty Dread, thank you for your work and your contribution. Looking forward to that story in the Final Four on Thursday. Tree, outstanding job today. Thank you, Tree. Just well done from top to bottom. Even though your conspiracy theorists are a little, even though your conspiracy theorists are a little far-fetched, but we're going to do a pop-up to talk about that. And Doug, before we get to last but not least, because we're saving the best for last today. Before we get to the best, Doug, we've got to figure out a way as a people to support each other, especially when we're talking about our own. Okay? You know how Ollie hustles and how Ollie works.
Your new
and
name
how she
is
travels. And deeper than that, she's had a tumultuous past 3 or 4 months. And for you to take the shots at her you took at her today, belittling her and talking about she's a to-be actress and how she's in Atlanta and not Hollywood, we got to really think about how we treat our own people.
Hey, man, we going to go back and look at the receipts. The word "to be" was not uttered today until just now.
You insinuated it. I'm going to give myself an A+. Good job to Ryan. And Ollie, last but not least, please end the show how you would like to, Ollie.
And
please.
I just want to say me and Willie, because I think that was one of the black names, right? Willie?
Yes,
Willie was a black
it
name.
was.
Okay. Me and my Willie, not Oscar. We don't want Oscars, Doug. We want Willies. Willie, we appreciate you all for just showing so much love.
Man,
Yay.
Willie's pause.
Thank you, Ollie.
Oh, Willie is a pause. Okay, pause. We just want to say thank you for checking the Two Live Stews experience out today, being in the chat. Some of y'all are so funny. You need your own doggone comedian specials. And we just love you for all the support. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Click the little dingy-lingy button. The dingy-lingy button will tell you when we're here. Dingy-lingy.
Yep.
Dingy-lingy.
Dingy-lingy. Dingy-lingy. Thank you, Ollie. Outstanding job today. And you got support, Ollie. You've got our support. Everybody except for Doug, you got our support. I think we'll have an overwhelming vote in today's top 5. And Doug, I'm not gonna give you a grade today. I'm not. You don't deserve one.
You've been a manipulative little SOB ever since you were born, man.
God is good all the time.
But guess what? I think the people are gonna see through you.
No, Doug. They're gonna support their people, especially in today's climate. They're going to support their people. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. If you don't know him, you need to find him and show him love. That's all he's showing you.
Go back to the last picture, Tree.
Love.
Look, in the middle of a lie. In the middle of
a lie.
In the middle of lying your ass off.
All right. We see y'all next Thursday morning, man. Peace and blessings. Y'all be careful in these streets. And listen, man, let's support each other. Peace.